We're going. We're golden. What is going on, guys? Just kidding. I was gonna try and come in really hot on you guys today, but I'm not feeling like doing it. But what's going on, D-bags? Hope you guys are doing well. Back at it again with another episode of the Detox Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Darren Rita. Feel free to connect with me in any of the links down below. And if you're new here and you enjoy music, podcast, or comedy, do consider subscribing. Trying to get to 700 subs by the end of eternity, maybe. Who knows? Trying to do some fun giveaways and stuff too, but we'll touch on that maybe a little bit later. Now, before I get into my show this evening and get into introducing my guest, because he's pulling up here in a second, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about car insurance. These days, it seems as if we're able to do more and more from home. So while you're at home, why aren't you saving money on your car insurance? Your hometown agency of Kenosha Auto Insurance has specialized for years, for years, in simple, hassle-free car insurance, using the latest in touch-free technology to help you and your family get the best rates. So what are you waiting for? Give them a call today, 262-448-4141. That is 262-448-4141. And the website is kenoshains.com. One last time, it's 262-448-4141. Now, I actually have a quick story before my guest, I introduce my guest and whatnot, about Kenosha Auto Insurance. My renewal's coming up. You know, I do my insurance through them. I wouldn't have them sponsor the show if I didn't believe in them. They, funny enough, they went and found me. I actually got a cheaper rate. Like, they could have, easily just had charged me for whatever I was already paying, but they went the extra mile, found me a better deal, and got me the best rate that I could. So give them a call today and let them know that Detox, D. Rita sent you. Trust me, they'll set you up. Now, we've got a fun guest today. He's not here yet. He's pulling up, but I just didn't want to push the show back. Again, we pushed the show back last week, like an hour, just to make sure that we could get a good show in with the guest. But this week we're gonna play it a little bit more chill and relax. I want to have some fun. My guest here is someone that we had a lot of fun with last time. He's got one of my most viral, if you will. It's tough to call anything viral on my channel because like the most we got is a couple thousand views. But there he is. He's here. I gotta get it on Snapchat. I gotta get him on Snapchat. You can jump in there. Jump in right in front of the camera there. Look at who it is. He's pulling up. McKenna, you want to check his camera, make sure he's all good? Okay, he's gonna be. What's going on, Justin?
Apologies for being late.
No, you are good to go, man. I know you were rushing to get out here.
Of course.
I'm gonna share the show now. I wanted to make sure I got a clip of you running in before we started, so I'll share that on Snap and everything to let people know we're going.
Awesome,
bro. You rushed in here. Where from? For those that don't know.
So I just went through some shit.
Oh my goodness.
To get some nicotine. This country's ridiculous.
Nicotine.
Yeah, man.
I thought weren't you done with nicotine? No, you weren't done with nicotine. You were done with smoking weed last time you were on here.
I had some nerves before the show. Went and got some nicotine.
Oh my goodness. Why are you nervous, man? We got one of the best episodes in together last time.
Did we?
It's one of the best. A lot of people think that's one of the best episodes. So
We got the highest viewed clip, don't we?
We do have the highest viewed clip.
I don't know why. Like, the algorithm
loves melatonin. That's what. So I was going to introduce you, but then you kind of came running in, so we're kind of here. Cody Network is here. Oh, that's my guy. What's going on? What's going on, Groovy?
What's up, Cody?
So I was going to introduce you as the guy that taught me how to astral project, because that's what we talked about last time. Basically, it was astral projecting on melatonin.
I've never astral projected in my life.
I mean, I somewhat did. In that story that I was explaining to you.
Yes.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy that we just have this clip that is literally, if you type in like trip on melatonin, like melatonin, whatever, it's like one of the top videos that comes up on YouTube. Like there's a video with like 200,000 views that comes up after it.
Awesome.
I don't know how that works.
Me neither, but
you got the locks growing out now too, man.
I know. I haven't cut it, I think, since the last show, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't cut it in almost a year.
Good.
So we're both rocking some flows right now.
I'm all for long hair. I think it's powerful and just much better looking.
Yeah, I think.
Well, it depends on the person, obviously.
It does depend on the person. For me, it doesn't work quite as well. But you've got the good flow. You've got the headband, everything looking clean.
Thanks,
got the
man.
Gatorade staying hydrated. We got some people in the chat. We'll say hi to, and then we'll kind of get going here.
Where's the water at?
You need some water,
Mm-hmm.
McKenna? Can you get some water pumping?
Mm-hmm.
She's got some water. If you want, you
got
can
my water bottle.
you can have Logan grab some, and then you come back down.
I'm like severely dehydrated.
Well, we don't want that for our guests, man. We absolutely don't want that. But
Thank you.
you might hallucinate. That would be good for views.
I'm not there.
So let me get to some of the comments here. We got Cody Network saying, "Yeah, got the highest viewed clip." Yeah, we do got the highest viewed clip. That's funny enough. My guy from Cody Network there, we connected because of that clip. He's from he's from Virginia, and he's a musician too. We're probably gonna work on some stuff here pretty soon. But he messaged me because of that clip.
No way.
Like it's just, I don't know, bro. It gets like 100 views like every other day, and I don't know how.
That's awesome.
I don't know how. I really don't know what it is. So we need to figure out what that is. That's what today's podcast is gonna be about.
Cracking the code.
What do we have to do to continuously crack that code? Because that video alone is responsible for like the last 100 subscribers that I've gotten.
And a connection with Cody Network.
Exactly. We're worldwide now. We got the networks coming for us. We got everything, man. Who else is in here? Duncan Marshall says, "Let's go." Says, "Oh, missed you, buddy. Turned down." Yeah. Fuck, that's hilarious. Log hair gang, there. You cute, man. Stop playing. Oh, god damn. You're being too nice now.
It's true.
What kind of nick did you get right before the show?
Fuck. Some trash, some posh.
Oh my goodness.
Some unregulated shit.
So how did you go from you quit smoking weed and you're giving people advice about it last time you were on the show,
right, to
now you're hitting the vape right in front of me? Which I've had plenty of people on the podcast come on here and we've talked about the terrible financial like disadvantages vaping puts you at.
Of course.
And we had P Dizzy come on the show a while back and talk about his lung collapsing a couple times because of it. So
I'm lucky enough I haven't had a collapsed lung or any lung problems really. I ran a marathon with you.
That's true. We'll probably talk about that too today.
I'm doing great.
You are doing great, despite the vaping, which I'm sure isn't helping you be great. Isn't helping you sustain the greatness.
Of course,
necessarily.
Not. Of course not. It probably has some detrimental effects that I may not even be aware of.
Really? So how did like? Why posh right now? Why were you so nervous? We had a good time last time we were on the show. We were hanging out, we're kicking it. It's lax.
Dude, so I'm pretty. I'm tense right now.
You're tense.
Yeah.
Why
I got off work. I thought I was gonna be late to here. Obviously, I'm not. So that's good. But I was like, I need a little fixture.
I hope I wasn't the reason for the stress. I didn't want to cause the stress.
You weren't. I think the reason for the stress was the people I hang around.
The people you hang around.
Everyone uses nicotine around me, so I'm like, hey, let me try that.
And you got some. And now you are you stressed without it, or is it like, or does it help relieve the stress from other things?
I'm not stressed without it. I've never bought one really besides this. But that's a lie.
Are you gonna give me the classic "I could quit if I wanted to" line?
Of course not. Of course not. Nicotine is the most addictive drug. I know that. Okay.
He's got the water. Clutch. Shout out to McKenna.
That's awesome.
Everyone drop some W's in the chat for water and for McKenna. McKenna bringing the water.
This wouldn't run without you.
No, yeah, she's the backbone of this. She is everything of the show. It wouldn't exist anymore.
Look at all these Legos.
Dude, you've missed a lot of Lego building.
I want to go look at them, but we're doing a podcast.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it later.
I'm excited.
So, I forgot what I wanted to ask you right away. We kind of got mixed up with the water and everything.
Of course.
Okay, so Posh, you got here. You're rushing over here. You're nervous. Oh yeah, we're trying to crack the code today. That's what it is. We're trying to crack the code.
The YouTube code.
We're trying to crack the algorithm. Now, the reason that I think we could figure it out is because you had a pretty interesting idea, which I had to give you shit for because you still haven't done anything with it yet.
Right.
But for your podcast.
Right.
When last time you were here, we were talking about this podcast you were going to do with you and your dad. Your dad, who is still currently in jail?
Incarcerated.
Yes,
in prison.
In prison. And you were going to do... you came over. We worked on maybe figuring out a little bit of the tech workaround and how you could capture the call.
Correct.
And do the podcast with him, which I think is a super cool idea. Super dope idea.
Thank you.
By the way. But where the fuck is it?
That's a good question. So me and him kind of stopped talking about it, and then a lot of shit happened. Okay, listen. I moved. That's what I wanted to tell you. The big thing is I moved out of my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you living?
That has helped me in many ways. I live in East Troy now.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Holy shit! So this is a drive for you then.
Yeah, it's about 35 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
But I live with one of my best friends, so that's awesome. There's not many people I would live with, you know.
You guys
So
able to keep it clean?
that's not the first priority.
No.
But
Who's
it looks good.
messier, you or your best friend?
I'm gonna call out Dom here, right?
Is
live
it
on
easy
air.
to have the conversation? Because I know I've lived with friends, and sometimes it's hard to have the conversation. I usually play it as a joke, and like I kind of have a jokingly dick personality.
Use humor.
So I mean it when I'm like, what the fuck are you doing pushing your your last 40 McDonald's Happy Meals over with the new one just so you have space to drop it on the table? And I'll make a joke out of it, but I definitely mean it.
There has been a McMuffin on the dining table for about 2 weeks. So yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but how do you is it easy to have those conversations with the best friend when it comes to like,
With
yo,
the
we gotta get this shit cleaned up?
With the best friend, absolutely. He walked out of his room. I was like, the fuck, man? Look
Yeah.
at this place.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did get on it. But
Good.
yeah, you know, when we're both working during the week is the worst. On the weekend, might have some people over, we clean it up.
Yeah.
So, you know.
How's the system work for like if somebody was maybe having an intimate moment or night with a significant other, or maybe just someone they happen to be spending and sharing some time with that day? Because we had a system where I lived with way too many people in the small apartment that I did live in.
How many people?
At one point there was 5 people in it, and it was a 2-bedroom, very
What?
small. I don't think you'd ever been up there. It was there was people living on the couches, some people had room. It just was, and then we would have people visit, like have 5 people there, and then like another 2 people visit.
Right.
So it's just like 7 sweaty,
It's a little
gross
much.
dudes. Yeah. But so we had one of my roommates. He was on the show a while back. I'm not gonna throw him out there right now, but he had this girl over, and they were, you know, gonna be having some fun, and we just told him if that was ever a case, you know, just let us know. Like, we all got a group chat. Like, let's just
great.
let us know. We're gonna be out. We're out at the gym anyways. We'll just go get food. Waste some
That's
time. So he tells us, yo, I'm
Good
going.
friends.
Yo, we're probably gonna be, me and so and so are gonna be hanging out for a little bit.
Watching Netflix.
Yeah. So I catch the drift, right? I'm good with it, right? So me and Tim, we head out. We were already on our way out, and then like we stayed at the gym for a little bit longer. We went and got food. We're gone for like 3 hours, bro.
Good move.
We're texting and calling him though. We're like, yo, bro, it's been like 3.5 hours. Like, I'm sweaty. I already ate. Like, I'm just trying to shower from the gym, go to bed, I got school the next day.
Right.
Like, what's going on, bro? Not responding. Like, it's like 4.5 hours go by. Finally get a message back like, oh, you guys are good now.
Wow.
Like, so he like actually was like busy like the whole time.
For 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. That's kind of impressive.
Listen to this though. Tim and I were the ones at this point. This is when 3 people were living there, and this other guy was living in our living room on the couch.
Yikes. Was he paying rent?
He wasn't, no. and so like this 4-hour ordeal was going on the floor.
Wow.
On the floor of our living room, which was carpet, by the way.
I'm glad he could still get some on the floor.
It's McKenna said carpet burn. Yeah, I don't know how that doesn't happen. It was not new carpet either. I don't know if I would want to be. It wasn't a very nice apartment, but yeah. So did any crazy? What's your guys' system work like that?
So, neither of us have gotten some action yet. All right, how about
None.
that?
Wow, this is a virgin household or apartment. What is this?
Let's see. I moved in 2 months ago. He's been living there for 3 months. Yeah, wow, this is embarrassing.
Is it an apartment or is it a house?
It's an apartment. It's a nice apartment. I might throw
What's
out.
the address and your social security number?
525. No, I'm not embarrassed, dude. I don't know. There's none of those girls right now.
Yeah.
And hooking up with chicks, it's not my thing either.
No.
It's
You're
not
a
my
sweet,
thing.
sweet boy. You're a gentleman.
I try to be sweet. I want to be sweet. I don't want to ghost you. And
Makes it
the
makes
type
it
of
hard.
girl that will get down with you on the first night, not the type of girl to stick around. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's always? You think that's
I think it's
blanket?
I think it's always from my personal experience. If the girl is down on the first night, I'm there, but then we're probably not talking afterwards.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow, that's cold. That's cold-hearted, man.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I see. You got to give 'em a little bit of leeway. I think it's situational. You know, I feel like everybody. I want to give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Of course.
Maybe we all got hormones. We all whatever, and maybe it just you're both vibing in that night. Maybe it was meant to be. Who knows? Maybe you get married.
But
It's just that one. Maybe you guys are life partners, bro.
they usually aren't the girls I want to keep talking to, though. That's
Because
that's
is it because do you see women as an object? Is that what this is?
Not
You
at all.
conquered her in one night, so you're like, this is done. I'm done.
That's not the mindset. That's not.
Why
No.
did you tweet back in 2011 that you hate
Whoa.
all No, I'm just
I deleted Twitter
I'm
3
just-
years ago.
I'm just kidding. That's the Eric Andre move.
But yeah, it usually we don't vibe afterwards. That's the thing. You know, I could get into it, man, but I just don't want to.
Is it like what is it a case of? Like a post-nut clarity? Is
Yeah,
it-
yep, yeah.
Okay.
It's usually, I'm not saying the bad looking women.
Yeah. Not trying to I only fuck fours, man. That's yeah.
But yeah, usually, I'm like, oh, that was cool, but you're not the coolest. We don't vibe the most. I just don't vibe with a lot of people, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
I have my small circle of friends, and that's kind of it, man.
I feel like it's a little tougher for people. I don't know. Maybe, and this is just me personally. Like as I'm getting older, I feel like I fuck with less people too. Even though I'm fortunate enough to have usually a different person on here every week, and I enjoy getting to talk with them and chat and whatnot. But yeah, like people, and I mean, not necessarily. I've been in a relationship for 5 years, so I don't know any of the stuff you're talking about.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah, but
Where's the ring?
Wait, don't put that on me.
Right.
She don't want it either, so we're good. We're
Right.
good. But like even just with like relationships, like just friendships in general and whatnot, there's not a lot of people like I'll be fucking with. I think like the older you get, like the more like you kind of develop your own worldview, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult to have that kind of connection with people.
You said it. That's what I was gonna say. When you're in high school, you're around all these people. Same.
You're all just
groups.
shuttled. You're just cattle getting put in one place to the next. and
Yeah, yeah, but that's not how it is anymore. Just even people I was close with in high school, not so much anymore. That's how it goes.
I feel you.
And it's like everyone fucking works too. What do you say? Justin loves these girls.
Justin love these girls. Oh no.
Damn,
Dominic
Justin,
says
I'm
now he's embarrassed too.
I love you, Dom.
You put the roommates on blast, man. So take it with a grain of salt. Everything that Justin's saying here. It's been a long time. It's been like decades since he's seen anything from what he would say. Would you say like 4 months, something like that?
Decades.
So it's forever. It's
longer.
He's not even sure if it works anymore.
Yeah.
So no one take it too personally when he puts this out there into the world.
Right. I mean, feel free to hit me up, but feel
free to hit me up. I think I got like a what is it, like a 65-35 split audience, male to female. So
you can check the gender stats.
Yeah.
Right?
So I think there's some 35's not zero, so that's
not
a percentage. That's okay. One of them is McKenna. So she's got 2 YouTube accounts, so I mean that's
right. She's subscribing every week.
What okay, so you're living with your best friend now.
Yeah.
You guys are trapping out of East Troy.
I wouldn't say trapping.
So you're not. We talked last time. You're not going to school right now, right?
No
or anything
school.
like that. Just working.
Yeah.
Just working.
Yes, sir.
And working, vibing with the homie, staying abstinent,
Yes.
keeping the apartment clean. So what's been as a not a homeowner, but like having your own place? What's been like the
Yes.
biggest perk of having your own place as a young adult male?
A lot of anxiety is gone. So here's when it started. So I went to Florida and stayed in my aunt's house, and really nice house. I was just like on my own pretty much, and then I get back to my fucking house right next to with all my family. I live right next to my grandma, surrounded by family.
Fuck my family.
I was like,
dude,
holy crap. I had like a mental break. I was like, I cannot do this. I didn't stay there that night because I was freaking out, and then hit up Dom. Actually, we had been talking about it for a while, and Dom had already lived there, and he was like, dude, move in like right now. So I moved in that weekend.
Shout out Dom, that's clutch.
It is. That was a big move. So it was so awesome. And now being out of the house, dude, less anxiety just thinking about shit. I don't feel trapped. I, you know,
Why did you feel trapped, do you think?
because I was in the basement and the basement was messy and I have two younger brothers. It was a trap.
It was a
Yeah.
trap, damn.
Yeah, it was just I couldn't do what I wanted to do, man.
You felt like you didn't was it actually, you think it was more so like your internal, like you felt like you didn't have the freedom, or was it like actually like you weren't able to do what you wanted to do?
It was internal, and I did have like responsibilities there. You know, I lived right next to my grandparents, obviously, so I helped them with things all the time.
So now you just said, fuck that, I'm not helping y'all.
And the little brothers,
I'm
you know,
leaving,
watch the
leaving.
little brothers. They would always make me do that, but yeah, no, I'm free from that.
Wow, man, you just left them all high and dry to do their own yard work, bro.
Whatever, man. You know, every animal leaves its mother.
Damn. That's
And yeah,
Is that true? I'm sure there's got to be an animal that hangs around.
for the whole
I mean, no, it's good to get on your own. I'm just giving
Exactly,
you shit.
of
I'm just giving you
course.
shit.
So yeah, dude, it's just I'm way happier.
I could see that, man. I know when it's something that I really want to do is move away. Is a move away from this area.
I
in
like
general.
Wisconsin.
See,
honestly,
I don't mind Wisconsin. Like, I like the actual like landscape. Like, I actually enjoy like the small town that like we've been fortunate enough to grow up in. With like we got a couple lakes. We got like it's not very big. It's not whatever. But
I enjoyed it.
I think I gotta be where shit's happening a little bit more. Like I gotta be out in towards the city.
Especially what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just kind of the whole social media. Yeah, you want to be by people doing similar things.
Yeah.
And out here, you're, I don't know, another podcast within 50-mile radius.
That's
so,
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
There's people I've been giving tips to. So there's gonna be some coming out, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, it's weird where like when I moved away, I moved to college and everything. Like you said, it's being around people. There's like a certain anxiety that is almost lifted when it's your own space that you have the rights to. And especially like I was fortunate enough, like you said, to live with your best friends. I got to live with my best friends too, so it was really cool instance. And there's a lot of dumb shit that you'll get yourself into, but it builds character, and it's a great story later for a podcast and whatnot. So
Absolutely.
It it really is. What's been the worst thing that's happened since you've moved in? How long has it been?
Yeah, like I said, I've been there for about 2 months. Something good I can think about is I have a parking garage in below me, and it's
Okay.
just like a mile of smooth concrete. So I've picked up skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Fuck skateboarding, bro. This shit looks mad scary to me.
Scary.
Skateboarding, longboarding, bro. I was talking to my brother about this the other day, because I know he got fucked up on one a while back, and everybody I know that rides them, they just get fucked up on them, and it's like there's no brakes on them shits, dude.
No
Like,
brakes.
there's you just how do you just stop when the hill stops? You just hope that you run out of
I'm
momentum.
not out here bombing hills, but you know I know people that do that. That's quite dangerous. I like flat ground tricks. I like practicing flat ground tricks.
Yeah.
But like skateboarding is a good balance of pleasure and pain, dude, because you do eat shit. You will.
Yeah.
If you want to get better, especially, you will. So like I put in like 5 weeks practicing a kickflip, dude. It was awesome. And then when I finally got it, it was one of the best feelings. It was
You
so
got
cool.
it down pat now?
I
you
got
think?
it down. Not down. Listen. So
I got it.
this guy Justin taught me how to kickflip in my parking
Justin
lot.
taught Justin.
Absolutely.
Justin squared.
It was
crazy.
a weird synchronicity. Yes.
Yeah.
So then I got the kickflip down. I was like, "Thanks, Justin." And then I sprained my ankle, dude. So here we are, like 2 weeks after the sprain. I haven't skated since.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you're a
it's
little
still,
rusty.
Yeah, it still kind of hurts too, but I
Well,
love it.
It's
I love
weird. Well, I mean, that's really cool that you kind of been able to. You have the space now where you could find something like that you
Yes.
enjoy doing. It's kind of interesting that you're talking about that you picked up skateboarding. We were literally talking about this yesterday, my brother and I, and he mentioned, because he's been at some skate parks recently, and he noticed a lot of these kids like they want to show you like their best trick, like they want to show you like the thing that they're really good at, whatever. But he'll tell me, he's like, well, you don't have to show me right now. Like, I don't want to see you fucking eat shit and hurt yourself, bro. But that's the name of the game. And I actually think that if I can't speak for all skaters, but I think if a lot of skaters were to take that same mentality and continue skating, I'm not saying don't skate, but even apply that, and maybe even myself, everybody apply some of that like mentality to other parts of your life. Like, bro, they don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck that they are going to fall down and rip their knees up, that they are going to try to show you this trick. This kid that doesn't even fucking care. I don't care. I'm just walking past the skateboard. Bro,
Yeah.
check this, bro.
Yeah.
But they don't care. And they're going to eat shit 3-4 times, but they're going to show you it and they're going to get it. And like I feel like there's somewhere in there's a message. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
I think you're right. I was trying to decipher it, but I can't. But
just like don't be afraid to fuck up and hurt yourself. I guess. Don't hurt yourself, but don't be afraid to fuck up and keep trying something.
There you go.
There
Package it up very nicely and put a ribbon on it.
Exactly.
But you have to know how to fall. Like that
so you don't break your shit.
You need
dude.
to know how to fall before you like start skating, or you will break your shit.
I feel like you break your wrist real easy, like trying to catch yourself, like fall the wrong way.
It's almost happened, but yeah, there is definitely a method to falling, and you definitely need to know it if you're gonna skate.
Dude, we got Cody Network saying, Justin, we gotta play a game of skate, dog.
Cody, you live in what, North Carolina?
Virginia, if I remember correctly.
So yeah, I'm down.
Steve says, I feel you, dog. Whole owning your own place thing is great, and that he said that he's thrown a rager and gotten some noise complaints. You guys got any noise complaints? We used to get noise complaints, and we didn't even throw ragers.
No?
We got noise complaints for watching a movie at fucking 3 p.m. Like,
wait, why?
We're watching this shit at 3 p.m. Like, it was like we skipped class one day, and like we were fucking playing Fortnite, and then we were like, all right, it was back when Fortnite was huge. So then we were like, kind of getting bored of it though, and we're like, oh, let's throw a movie on. So we threw a movie on. The shit's at like 20 volume on the TV. No surround sound, no speaker, no nothing. We're getting the broom up on the fucking.
Okay, my apartment isn't that lame, dude.
It's fucking. We had some lame. I think they were upset. We were in like Section 8, like
an
apartment
old person home.
No, but it was like very affordable housing. So it's Section 8 housing, and these people were lifers, and I think they were upset.
What's a lifer?
Like they were. That's their home. That's their home forever.
Right.
They're never going anywhere else.
For
and there's
sure.
nothing wrong with that if you're happy with it. But they obviously weren't happy with it because they didn't like the fact that we were only going to be there for a little bit, and that it was like a stepping stone for us to go somewhere else.
When are you supposed to watch a movie then?
That's what I don't fucking know, dude. Because it's like if I watched any later, like you're gonna be probably
You're definitely getting the broomstick.
That's what I don't know, bro. 3 p.m. is pretty weak. But you guys, you guys get any complaints? Any bad neighbors? Anything like that?
No complaints. But I'd say 2 weeks after we move in, Dom's got this GTI. It's really loud, and yeah, he's always revving it. But then I'm walking up to the door, and there's a note on our door, and it says, "There's been too much speeding and smoking on the balconies as of late." So I think that complaint was targeted directly at me and Dom. I tend to step out onto the balcony, take a smoke, and yeah. So the landlord is bitching.
Oh shit. Okay. I was gonna say it was interesting the way that was worded, that like the speed and the smoking was happening on the balcony. I didn't know if there was maybe some other activity involving speed that was going on the balcony.
No way,
there.
dude. No, it was cars speeding and
out.
smoking.
So you guys be doing burnouts in your own fucking apartment complex. Who are you trying to flex on right there?
Not even, and that's not my car. I don't care about cars. I drive a Honda Civic. All right,
that's reliable right there. That's
boom.
That Honda Civics are. I know. P. Dizzy misses his Honda Civic. I'm sure.
Of course he does. He misses having a car. I'm sure.
I'm sure he does. Honda Civics are great.
Fuck yeah, they're great. Once I have money for a car, maybe I'll get a cool car.
A new Honda Civic, maybe.
I would love a new Honda Civic.
Perhaps. So it's not you that's speeding out.
No, it's definitely him, but I am doing the smoking. So
Okay.
I felt the complaint was a little targeted at us.
Did they put it on everybody's or was it just yours?
It was on everyone's.
Oh, okay. Hey, at least they did that. We just got his shit straight up. Like we had to like text with our landlord back and forth and like explain what was going on, because they would bitch with us. They'd come up and have a conversation with us. They would bitch up when they saw who we were. Like it just was weird. Like they would like be like yelling and shit, and then they like fucking walk upstairs, and I open the door. I'm like, what's the problem?
What's the problem? Let's talk about
This dude's like 50 years old. Like no reason to be scared of me. Fucking 20-year-old. I was like 19 at the time. Like 19-year-old fucking baby face. Like whatever. Like no reason to be scared. But I was just like, yo, what's the problem?
Let's talk.
And oh no, it's not a big deal, it's whatever. So
that's kind of being fake.
Yeah, after so that was like the third time they had done it. That's when we had the conversation. And then they would just text the landlord. But the landlord loved Tim. They had like this weird, they saw each other at a Denny's at like 3 a.m. this one time.
They had a little thing going on.
And they had like a little, they like locked eyes. And and I guess he like told Tim about his. They bonded over that they had both had some instances in the court system, and so like the guy, but like his were much more extensive than Tim's career.
Right.
And he like was infatuated with Tim. So anytime we needed anything, I just have Tim. Can you text the landlord? Tim, can you text the landlord? He
Oh,
loved
wonderful.
it. Yeah. So maybe you guys just need to do something illegal and hope that your landlord has also done that same thing.
Yeah, right, man. No, I try I try being cool with my neighbors. So introduce myself to all my neighbors, get cool with them. So if there's ever a situation that they could get pissed at me, they can come talk to me about it, and we can sort it out like humans.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Neighbors?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen and
Zac
Zac
Efron.
Efron.
Yeah.
Zac Efron tries that same thing. It doesn't work out too well.
It's a little different situation.
He tried to be cool with it, yeah, but I could see that going down.
But we don't throw too many parties. Being the host of a party and the attendee are two different things.
You prefer being the attendee?
Yeah. So people come over, start drama and whatnot. You gotta know everything that's going on.
What's the worst thing that a party that I could do as an attendee of one of your parties?
Probably so these people came over and they're like, let's go smoke out in the parking lot in my convertible, right? So they're in the middle of the parking lot in a convertible at 3 a.m. Probably not. So probably the worst thing would be like almost get me in trouble with the landlord.
Yeah. So that's great. Did they end up they did that too? They went through with it, or you caught it beforehand?
They went through with it.
Oh, okay, good.
And I joined, but but I don't want to get kicked out.
Yeah. So you just do what they're gonna do anyways.
So we were good that time. So I might do it again. I just don't want to get kicked out. I'll stay within my boundaries. Are you recording yourself on your iPhone as well?
No, I have the chat pulled up here because I have that so that you could see it over there, and then I've got
wonderful.
it here so that I could see it.
Okay.
No, that'd be pretty legendary. I was thinking about doing that actually, getting like a little tripod for the phone and just putting it on IG Live every week.
Oh, yeah.
But then it would be tough with like the switching, because they wouldn't see you, so it'd be kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Wouldn't
it could
be
work.
as good of an experience.
We'll think about it. Maybe I'll add something like that. So I guess that's a good segue right there. So we've got the last time you were on with the one of the clips we have is the most. This is Rey Mysterio. He was from one of the builds that I did recently. So that's what we were. I just, huh?
His name's Ray.
Definitely Mysterio.
Not Rey Mysterio. He's Mysterio. I just called him Rey Mysterio because it's.
Anyways, continue.
But yeah, so last time you were on though, we had a clip that went somewhat viral that I've got people that I've been able to connect with from across the country.
Hell yeah.
And I've had conversations with literal doctors in the comment section about stuff. Yeah, dude, you could scroll through. There's like there's like over 100 comments on that video.
Really,
I've had like
I've
had full conversations with people on that. I had to put a disclaimer that said I had to put one. I said it first, like when it started getting a little bit of steam. I put it as a joke, like don't do drugs, kids.
Yes.
And then I did another one. I had to somebody was like asking like how much do I have to I don't want to OD, like they were like scared, they were like wanted to get fucked up on melatonin gummies.
No.
But they that's like why people are looking it up so much, because they're trying to get high off melatonin gummies.
Oh
and
my goodness.
And like the whole story, the whole thing was I couldn't swallow pills, so I had to take a gummy version.
Yes.
And it was so that I would get better sleep for like I was lifting and whatnot at the time.
Of course.
Right? And so that's what I was doing. I was trying to get better sleep. So I'm taking these melatonin gummies. It's fucking I end up having this astral projection moment experience.
Nutty.
And people are coming to this video for like trying to take it as like, oh, okay,
educational content.
I should do drugs. I should do melatonin. Melatonin is not a drug, first off, and two.
What is it? A natural chemical?
We have melatonin in our it's a hormone that we release, I believe. Mm-hmm. And so like you release, like your body releases it as you get more tired throughout the day. That's why you feel like it makes you tired. Okay. So like that's why like if you don't have like blue light glasses, or if you're exposed to a lot of blue light, it can fuck with like your melatonin levels or some shit. That's why it's harder for you to fall asleep if you're staring at your phone all day. That's why they added the night mode. That's why I got the blue light glasses. Like everybody be wearing those when they're staring at them. They don't really do shit like when you're normally just looking at shit. But you actually kind of feel like I get way less of a headache when I'm staring at a screen all day.
Nice.
You're looking good.
Thank you.
You're looking clean. But
I am.
how are we gonna replicate that virality of that moment? What do you think as a someone who's not here every week. You know, I'm in the trenches. I'm
Yeah.
here just trucking along, booking guests, asking questions, doing the podcast. And then all of a sudden I got this one that blew up out of nowhere. You being the person who was in that clip and being
It was
someone
because of my face in the
and
thumbnail.
maybe that's what it was. My face is in that thumbnail actually. Yours is in the other one.
Ah.
That's from someone with an outside perspective looking in, what do you think it is? What do you think we got to do
Well, I have
to
some
continue to
questions.
replicate that?
I have some questions. We need to. Did you put any special tags?
Melatonin related tags, tripping. I don't know, someone, I have the extension that lets me like see what other people's tags are.
Okay.
So like you can, we'll look at it after this podcast and we'll see
Right.
what the tags are.
The question of the ages.
Or as a fan of Detox, because you've watched episodes, you've been on now twice. Like what do you think that we gotta do? Where should we pivot the content to start, increasing our chances of getting out there into the world?
Drugs.
More drugs?
That's what came to my mind. I mean, we're talking about drugs in that clip. It's in the title. What else could you want? You should.
I was thinking about getting us some melatonin gummies for this episode and having us.
That would be the worst episode.
I mean, we take them
At hour 2, we'd be.
we'd be passed out, man. Who knows? Maybe we
I've
start
never
saying
taken melatonin.
You never taken melatonin at all?
No, I sleep like a child.
Damn.
That's it.
You a heavy sleeper?
Yeah. Well, what does that mean? Like I don't wake up easily?
Like I could
I
slap
sleep
you
well.
around a little bit and you
Yeah,
won't
you
wake
can
up.
slap me around a little. Whipped cream on the face, probably.
Damn.
Yeah, no, man.
You ever get pranked in your sleep then by like homies at like sleepovers and
You
shit?
said what?
You ever get like pranked in your sleep like by homies and shit?
So I went to Missouri. I think I was in Missouri. No. I was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Shout out LeBron.
Doing some work. Yeah. And I was with my cousin and his friends, and that we have a little different friend group, right? So I just met these kids, and they like weren't liking me for some reason. We weren't getting along. So it's
You
whatever.
say something sus? You say some weird shit?
Nah, man. They're just cut from a different cloth.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm fucking sleeping and I snore. Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know I snore, but I fucking snore.
I apparently
And they
snore
made
as
it
well.
very clear, and they'd get super fucking pissed at me. They were like, "You need to shut the fuck up in the morning." They're like, "We're about to dump water all over your ass if you didn't just wake up," because like I just woken up, and they were like there with the water.
They're just like standing over you with like the Gatorade tub like ready to go.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this is like, I can't do anything about this.
So like, they didn't end up fucking with you at all? They just.
They did. They definitely came in and started hitting me and shit. We all had to wake up at the same time anyway. But yeah, they would hit at me, yell at me.
Damn.
Like, this is unbelievable.
Well, I applaud you for being able to stay asleep. I'd be too stressed out, bro. I can't fall asleep. I can't stay asleep. It's
I'm
not
cool
good.
with these people now, but it was an interesting experience.
So were they from Ohio? Were they Ohio?
No, they were from Kenosha. They were friends with
What
my
were you doing
cousin.
out in Ohio?
I was working on some fucking Christmas lights at the Cleveland Zoo. So I was
Okay.
and then I was staying in this Airbnb. And yeah, these dudes, they were assholes, man, but we're friends now, so it's cool. I'm grateful because at first I was salty. I was just like, you guys ruined this experience for me. Well, I think it kind of toughened me up a little bit.
That's how it builds character, and that's how you build a
Yes.
strong friendship. Is someone beating you while you're asleep, not conscious,
Right,
trying to keep you
dude.
that way. That'll help. That helps usually build a bond.
It definitely added to the friendship. So yeah, we're cool now.
And now it's a story you get to tell on a podcast. So,
Yeah, but like other than that, don't fuck with me in my sleep, man.
yeah.
We're having a party.
I mean, I'm gonna have to try you now at some point,
Dude, that's not cool.
just because I know you just gave yourself away as being someone who will sleep through it. So
All right.
now you got to sleep light. You got to sleep one eye open.
You find me when I'm sleeping, I'll be impressed.
Well, I know I've got to narrow down. We're gonna dox you on that by the end of this podcast. We got East Troy. We know it's an apartment building. I'm getting every little detail in. I'm gonna be there.
I'm giving away. I've said too much.
Said too much. So what? Okay, what? Like you think it's drugs though? You think that's what we got to do? We got to focus the content on drugs.
I think so. They're universally liked.
Yeah.
There's a lot of content there. There's a lot of controversy there.
That's controversy. There's a lot of people that are fans of drugs. I mean, myself personally, I'm not into drugs in any way, shape, or form.
You
but
drink coffee?
No. I don't even drink
wow.
soda with caffeine, so I don't. I
Trying
drink,
to get you
this
somewhere.
is it. I drink water.
Sugar.
I mean, I have hella
Gummies?
sugar.
You like gummy worms, bitch?
I do. I don't have them very often, but I do fuck with gummy worms.
Dude, sugar's a drug.
Sugar's not a drug. I mean,
is it not?
No, it's a.
Like refined sugar, it has drug effects.
I mean,
I'm
sure.
addicted to refined sugar.
I mean, that's fair. You could be in some way.
And like when I'm eating a pack of Sour Patch Kids, I'm in ecstasy. Like there's dopamine flowing in my head.
I can taste it right now. Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know?
I love
bet
it.
your mouth is watering.
It is
right
a little
now.
bit. I love sour. I'm big on like sour candy and stuff too, dude. How do this is this is interesting since you just moved into a new place and you're living on your own and everything. What the fuck do you eat, dude? Because this is my thing. I don't know how to eat like an adult. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make food. I don't know how to shop for food. I don't know how to prepare a meal. Like I know how to do all these things.
Okay.
I never want to do any of these things, so I don't. And it's so bad.
But
it takes so much mental fortitude for me to be able to do it.
Right. But you can go to the gym, right?
Yeah. It's weird.
My diet has gotten way better since I moved out.
How so?
Because I get to choose the kind of food I want, right? So the other house I was in, Cheez-Its everywhere, candy, just everything.
You snacking
So
a lot.
I'm going to be snacking. But now I definitely try to eat healthier. I cook all the time. Dom would be dead without me. I cook us both food. I love cooking for people. It's a great feeling.
You got the grill? You got a grill?
Um,
You grill them up? You grill burgers up?
Dude,
Does Dom call you
I
daddy?
don't grill very often. He calls me daddy sometimes. I like cooking on the stove. I don't know. I haven't grilled much. But, I whip up some meals. And
What's your signature dish? If I come over, what are we having for dinner?
we're having fried rice probably.
Fried rice.
Yeah,
Damn, I'm
some
not a big
chicken
fan
and
of
some
rice.
vegetable.
I've not had good rice though. I've never had like good. I don't eat Chinese food very often.
Yeah, what?
And I bought rice when I was gaining weight back when I was gaining weight for basketball. I was trying to eat just chicken and rice. I bought a bunch of rice. I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. Like it's whatever, it's easy, quick, fast rice, whatever. Like just like put it in the microwave, shit. Like whatever.
Nah.
But that's the thing. I don't got time. I don't give a fuck. I'm lazy.
Okay.
I'm not lazy when it comes
For
to
sure,
fitness,
dude.
but I'm lazy as fuck when it comes to eating.
Those
I
go
don't know
hand
why.
in hand.
I don't know
directly.
why. I don't know why.
Here's how to instantly improve your rice. Mix some eggs in there. Mix
Some
rice
eggs.
and eggs together. Put your pan on high heat, and that's
Is the egg cooked before it goes in there, or okay?
Raw egg, and that's how you fry rice, dude. It turns brown and crispy, and yeah, you can instantly improve rice that way. But
Just white rice, brown rice.
yeah, white rice. Brown rice is good too, but I don't know. White rice is just better.
I was gonna say I know people like
say it's
white rice,
healthier.
but brown rice is supposed to be healthier. So I don't know.
For sure, probably is. But
So you're eating better because you're eating white rice. And,
yes, I
and
get to
chicken
shop
or
on
what?
my own, dude. I like set a limit for myself at the grocery store the other day, but this was like my first time shopping as an adult, so I went $100 over. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I just sent it, bought it anyway. But
What
yeah.
happens if you run out of toilet paper?
Hasn't happened yet, and I'm a wet wipe guy.
Okay.
So if I run out of those,
Dude.
little panic mode.
Yeah. No. You gotta have butt wipes on deck, dude. If you don't got
Right.
wipes on deck, bro.
Have you ever used the bidet though?
No, I fucking want one so bad, bro. I'm trying
Tushy,
to,
bro.
dude. I'm trying to get sponsored by Tushy. Bro. That would be fucking sick. They do that. They be sponsoring people. So
Of
I'm
course.
I'm trying to, man. That would be sick.
Okay, I've never used one either, but
What
I
the
can
fuck?
imagine.
I can imagine.
I can imagine that it's wonderful, dude.
I'm sure, dude. Here's the thing, man.
Okay.
We're gonna go there, but like I
Okay.
just sometimes, bro,
down
if you
under.
don't got wipes and you're just in there, you might be going through.
You might
the
have to
whole-
shower.
You might be going through that whole fucking roll of paper, bro. Because it's just every
Dude.
time it's like, oh, check.
I don't.
I think
fuck
Chris
with
Pratt has a
toilet
joke.
Paper.
There's a joke in Parks and Rec about it where Chris Pratt's like, sometimes when I wipe, I wipe and I wipe and I wipe.
It's like a
And
brown
it's still
marker's
there.
up
He's like, it's like there's a marker,
Dude.
That's literally what he said. in the
That's
in the video.
hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, not so explicitly, but yeah, that's sometimes if you don't got it, what are you gonna do, man? So I'm team bidet. I want one.
Yes.
I've never used one.
Thank God for wet wipes at least. Paper, fucking toilet paper, especially in the gas stations. Like, what is that?
You shit in a gas station?
I did today.
Oh my god, bro.
You guys don't?
Oh my god, bro. No.
It was nice. It was a quick trip.
I don't shit anywhere but my house.
Really?
Dead ass.
Yeah, I guess you work from home. Is that a little different?
Well, I mean, I do work at another job too, but I can't shit there. If I have to, I hold it. I destroy my inside. It hurts.
No way.
It hurts so bad, but that's the thing, bro. Like,
listen,
I think with like food is my only mental weakness, bro. I can survive through anything else. I can do anything else in the world. I can hold a shit for a whole day. Doesn't matter. But I can't at work. Doesn't matter. I will fucking hold it. It will hurt. I will fucking be tearing up.
What?
But I can't do it because it's not in me, bro. It's not in my character.
The you not being able to swallow pills and the you not being able to shit in a public bathroom, those are like, they're getting me. You're this tough guy. You're this athletic fucking guy. Yeah. You gotta get over these things. You have to. Where's a melatonin pill?
We need a melatonin pill right now.
These two things I think are hanging you up.
I think that is. I think they're my kryptonites right there.
Man.
What about, do you stand or do you sit when you wipe? This has been a big discussion. We talked about this a while back on the show.
Right.
And I had we had some battles in my friend group about like what's the correct course of action. What are you doing?
This guy roasted me for wiping standing up, but it's not quite a stand up. It's kind of a 3/4.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
no, it's exactly exactly what I'm doing, bro.
Like,
people I just don't know. Here's the thing, and I've had to, most of the time is girls that are like, oh, I sit, like, oh, that's weird that you stand. What do you mean you stand? It's not weird though. First off, and second off, you know what does weird me out though is dudes that can do it sitting down. I just don't. Right. I got nuts, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, they're fucking there. Mm-hmm. I gotta like get up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to.
And I be trying to get both angles. Like, I don't, like if you're trying to go like front to back ever, if you switch to front to back ever, and you're sitting down, how you not gonna hit some of the jewels in there?
Yeah,
you're gonna.
So are you front to back?
I do both.
Both.
Like yeah, if I'm wiping, I'll wipe front to back, and then I'll wipe back. You got to make sure you get all of it.
Sometimes the situation calls for it.
Sometimes you got.
I think we need to get bidets.
We do. That's what this whole that's
fucking ridiculous.
That's what it's all about. We need bidets.
Like, I feel like a caveman. Like,
I should order one. We should do a review.
Yes.
That would be sick.
Is there any bidet reviews on? Like, yeah, we got to do that.
I don't even know if there is one. That's a market we need to tap into. I'm sure there is one, but we're gonna do that. Mm-hmm. We were able to top the game of the melatonin market. We can do that for bidets as well.
Let's go, dude. It'll be my first experience as well. I do feel like a caveman wiping my ass sometimes. I won't lie.
Yeah.
So trying to get some technology that can
help my life
and the Japanese, like in Japan, I think all they have is bidets, dude. If they came over here, they'd be like, "What is this?"
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
I use my hand and I put it down there. This is the Stone Age.
Dude, that's the thing though too. Like, people that like I don't know. I've never used a bidet, but like people are like, "Oh, I just use like just water sprays, whatever." And it's like, I feel like I would need some toilet paper.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Like, I feel like I want the bidet, but then I want the option to have the toilet paper after, to like just like
the wet wipe after, because that might leave residue.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, we got.
Yeah. So it's bidet, wet wipe, and then you do the last little dry toilet paper right there at the end.
Yeah, some bidets shoot hot air up your ass.
Holy shit.
It's
kind of kinky.
True.
I mean,
maybe it feels good and cleans you.
Make it more of an experience when you go to the bathroom.
Right.
This is a total infomercial now for whatever fucking brand is out there wanting to sponsor us. We'll just slap the fucking logo right over this whole thing. Just a watermark over the whole fucking episode. Okay, so all right,
Civic trash.
The Civic is trash.
Dom, shut your ass up. You have spent what, $6,000 in the last 2 months?
Oh my god.
Putting together and tearing apart that GTI. I'm chilling over here. That car's cost me a total of $2,000.
Damn.
So, I laugh at you, Dom.
Put him on blast, bro. Big car guy. See, big car guy?
Yeah, he is a truck.
You're not into cars, though?
I mean, they are. I love cool cars. They're awesome. But do I have the money for one?
No.
No, and I'm not gonna like prioritize that either.
It's tough for me to like I feel bad sometimes with like, I just I just don't understand like car culture really, you know, like the
No?
like I just
You get
I like cool cars. I think
Okay.
they're cool.
Then there
I
you
mean
go.
they're
You
cool to look
understand it
at.
then. You
Well, they're cool
understand
to
it.
look at,
Mm-hmm.
and if I had one, awesome. But
Right.
like the whole like I even get to some extent like the big car shows, like the big ones.
Yeah.
But like what I don't get is like people like just kind of dump a bunch of money into like an old, not very nice car, and they'll just keep dumping like I'm gonna like they'll take your Civic. How old's your Civic?
2003.
Okay, let's say they take a 2003 Civic, nothing
Mhm.
special about it, and they're like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna put these rims on this Civic, and then I'm
Mhm.
gonna put a dual exhaust on this fucking 2003 Civic that's only gonna last me 2 years, and then I'm also, you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tint the windows to it, whatever, and then I'm gonna change this about the engine, something about the engine, whatever.
So
And then
what don't you like?
I just my whole thing. I don't dislike anything about it.
Okay.
I just don't understand it.
Don't understand.
And that's what maybe I just need to. The only people I've had conversations with about it, not the best with words, and sometimes not people that I necessarily respect all that much. But I have talked to some people that I do know love it,
Yeah.
but we just never talk about that. So
Right. And if
I'm sure if I know some respectful people that love it, so there's got to be some redeeming qualities of that, you know, scene, but it's not for me.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like this machine you can drive. I totally get it. It's super cool. And if you like working on it, that's even, cooler. There's a lot going on with the car.
Yeah, I get like the idea of like of working on of like fixing things.
Yeah.
But like I just don't get like, you know, this shit's not gonna last you more than like a couple of years, and the car's worth $400, and you're gonna dump.
They're trying to compensate for something, bro.
I don't know
maybe.
what though. I want to help them out. I want to figure out what it is.
Nah, you can't help anyone, bro.
That's true.
I've learned that. It's fucked.
How have you learned that?
I just tried stopping helping people. How did I learn that?
Because I got a problem with that. I try to see like what people can be and not what they are, and I think it fucks me up a lot.
I see that too, but then I immediately just disregard it, bro, because people are stuck in their ways. Like, you're not gonna go up there and tell them
But you've changed.
not to do that.
You've changed in your life, right?
I've changed because I wanted to.
Yeah, but I did too. But think about like I guess my whole thought is like if you don't ever try to like help that, you know, I feel like if I don't say something, like I feel like if I know I could do something or say something or try to be like a guiding figure for somebody and I don't, it's kind of like that Spider-Man shit where it's like, I think he said it in one of the Marvel movies, like if you can do the things that I can do and then you don't and then the bad things happen, it's your fault that they happen. It's not that I blame myself for people doing bad shit.
Yes.
It's kind of like, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. Like if I feel like anytime I feel like I understand something or I feel like I get something, I just want to share that with as many people as possible because I want them to also understand it or see it from that way and be able to like, if I see someone going, I don't want to see people struggle, you know? And I think like if I didn't have someone or the people that I had constantly saying things,
Agreed.
whatever, even if I wanted to, when I was ready to change, I wouldn't have changed.
Agreed.
So it's kind of hard for me to be like that.
I think we're talking about different things because I agree with you, but like it's people in their everyday lives that I see these people's obvious flaws. I'm sorry, and I'm just like, they were even my friends, but it's like I can't just be focusing on other people the whole time, or else I'd be focusing on them all day, every day. I'd be like, and you sound like an asshole, kind of, depending on what you're trying to help them with,
Yeah. Well, it's tough when people are in their routines and in their
absolutely, and it's like people I do like helping is people like maybe I just met, and if I see something and I can point it out, I will point it out because like I don't have any skin in the game with them. I can just, I don't really care about if they're mad at me, if there's. I'll say something to people that I just met. I tend to do that.
That's interesting because I feel like, I mean, not that I wouldn't do that, but I feel like people that I have somewhat of a relationship with or connection with, like, because you care about them, and so like you want what's best for them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you or I, we don't know what's best. We really don't. We might think we do, but and even so, like if I think I do though, and I feel like I'm cheating myself and I'm cheating that relationship and that or friendship, whatever it is, if I don't say something. And so I don't know. That's
because you're a good dude.
I mean, don't give me too much credit. It's.
So
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on the situation, like everything else. But yeah, I want to help everyone,
Mhm.
but
What's the
helping
best advice you've given somebody,
best advice that
or best
I
advice you could give somebody about anything? Could be about anything.
right
The more specific, the better.
learn how to fall when skateboarding.
That's great advice.
You have to know how to fall.
That's great advice. What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
So I was in. It wasn't really advice. I was in Iowa
Mm-hmm.
with my best friend. And he's the only friend, not the only one, but he calls me out on my shit, you know. And you need those people.
You do.
So I was just being, like withdrawn, and he knows me really well, and he was just like, dude, like, you gotta wake up. I don't know.
What were you doing?
I don't know exactly how
yeah,
he
you're
put it.
being really vague right now.
Okay,
what was
true.
like? What were you fucking doing that was fucking around? He was like, "Yo, you gotta cut that shit out, Justin."
He was trying to help me. I was being really like not myself. I was being like
In
really.
what way?
I just wasn't speaking my mind, being really shy, being really nervous,
Mm-hmm.
and like for no reason. With him, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
But he's like, dude, you just gotta be yourself. And I was like, it really just at that moment I needed to hear that.
Yeah.
And I was like, got all emotional, and ever since then, I've been myself.
So you just needed to hear that, like,
I
from
needed to
somebody. You needed to hear it from
Yeah.
somebody that you respected. That, yo, I just gotta do me.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it was. I mean, it was a weird situation. We were in a hotel. We were with strangers, people we've never met, because we were doing this canvas volunteer work for Andrew Yang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I was just being all nervous and stuff, and that's not me. That's not me. And he recognized that, and he called me out, and it was awesome. And yeah,
It's important to surround yourself with people like that. You know,
I
it's
know,
far and
but
few between to get
it
people
is
like
far and
that.
few between.
But it's good, and it's it's something everybody needs. I feel like, to be able to like recognize,
Are they
and call
really
you on
your
shit.
friend if they don't call you out on your shit? If they just like let you
Yeah.
be shitty.
Well, I've had that same conversation before in my life where I know that I've made decisions that I'm like not necessarily regretful of, but it's like, damn, I like y'all, or people will be like, yeah, we thought whatever too, like, damn, why didn't you fucking say something before I did whatever the fuck it was I did.
Right.
Now I will say that sometimes we have to learn on our own. Like sometimes someone might tell you, like, you might be like talking to this girl, yo, this girl or this person, they're bad news, whatever, and then you're like, oh fuck you, whatever, I'm gonna I know what's best for me, I'm gonna do it anyways. Then you come to find out, like, damn, that shit was bad, why didn't you guys tell me? Motherfucker, we did.
And that's the best way to learn, right?
Yeah,
failing by yourself.
But it's good to have people to at least warn you, because you feel almost like cheated and blindsided if people be like, yeah, we saw that comment.
Right, it's like, shit, when are you guys gonna help me out, and when you gonna be quiet? Like, you don't really know.
Yeah.
So friends, I'm most grateful for my friends, bro. Just good friends.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
that's an important part of life.
Most
I definitely
I
believe
hope
that.
everyone has good friends, and figure out which ones are not your friends, man.
That's true. That's important too. I've struggled with that, I feel like, in my life, but
We're young.
yeah, we got time. We'll figure it out.
So much time.
Exactly. Speaking of time that we may or may not have, how do you think you're gonna die?
I don't really think about that too often, I guess.
I don't either. I just thought it would be a funny question to put on this podcast.
Dude, however I go out, it's going to be fine because I'll be dead, I
That's a
do
good
try
one.
to remind myself of death almost every day. I try
Really?
to. Yeah.
Did you see this Gary Vee quote that everyone's fucking making fun of?
I don't listen to Gary Vee. What do you say?
I love Gary Vee. I love a lot of his stuff, but he
Mhm.
does say every once in a while. I mean, he just does so much stuff
Yeah.
that it's like you're gonna say something that sounds a little, weird or whatever. But he said this shit the other day. It was like a TikTok that went viral, and it was like, every day, I want you to think of someone you love for 10 minutes a day. Think of someone you love and picture them getting shot in the face. And then like the point was like, because like anything can happen, like live your life now or whatever, but like people were just like taking like that clip out of context and like, bro, like who the fuck says this?
I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying too. I love Gary Vee. It's no disrespect to him, but it is
Right.
fucking hilarious way to put it. Like,
Yeah.
picture somebody you love getting shot in the fucking face.
I bet it gets you in that mindset.
I bet it
like
makes
that
you
go mindset.
I mean, maybe it made me pretty sad, I think, for a minute. Like, if you really, really felt
like-
every moment of that, and you're like, man, I can see this person that I care about, their face fucking blown into
And
pieces.
if you do that
like,
every
whatever.
day, it's gonna lose the.
And then when it
effect.
happens, and you're gonna be like,
Shit.
I've already prepared for this. That doesn't mean shit to me. You're gonna be all cold.
Right, you're gonna be desensitized as fuck. You're gonna be like, dude, I've been picturing this for 10 years.
I've been
You're gonna be
waiting
like,
for
why
this.
aren't you crying? You're
Yeah.
gonna be like, I've seen this.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I have definitely had some bad thoughts like that, and like where I've had dreams like, or I've woken up like sweating, crying, like, oh shit, like
course.
somebody I know or some like died in my dream or whatever that I care about, and it's like,
Terrible. So maybe he has a good point. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try that because I think it gets you amped up. And dude, it's all about mindset.
yeah.
It's all about mindset, is it not?
No, it is. It is. I mean, the world is
Like, you gotta be ready
what
to
you
go.
make of it, right? So
Yeah.
that's fair. I don't know that it's advice I would want to take specifically, but
But you must remind yourself that you're gonna die. Very
Yeah.
important.
I get, it
Like-
kind of, like you said, you don't think about it much. I don't really think about it either. I just
You
like,
must.
yeah, I'm trying to think like if I had to pick a way to go,
Mhm.
how I would want to go.
Okay. What are you thinking? Do you have any ideas? You know, a monk lit himself on fire in protest.
Yeah, I'm not,
That's insane.
I don't care that passionately about anything, bro. Fuck that.
Bro.
I'm
yes,
just, I'm
you
just
do.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to light myself on fire. I don't know, bro. I think maybe I like something pretty like public, pretty sick. Like I'm a
Yeah?
narcissist, so like let me get some like
Some
go out with a bang, dude.
glory.
Let me do something crazy.
Not all narcissists admit they're narcissists.
Well, it's like you can't actually be if you like think you're a narcissist, you can't like be self-aware. Or if you're actually a narcissist, you can't be self-aware enough to know you're a narcissist. Is kind of how it goes.
Okay.
But like you could have like narcissistic personality disorder, which is
Okay.
I think I got like a hint of that. So a healthy amount of it, maybe.
A healthy amount. Dude.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Something cool, saving the universe or something like that. That'd be pretty sick.
Right, or something evil Knievel-esque. I'm jumping over a fucking car on a dirt bike or something.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
I don't want to die doing that though. Like doing anything like David Blaine did that recently, where he like fucking held a bunch of balloons and like flew up into the atmosphere,
Yeah.
like whatever. Like if he dies during some shit like that,
He'd probably be fine with it.
well, I mean, he will be fine with it, but like I think it would like take away like. I will be sad because like
Absolutely.
you want to see the person do the impossible, and I
Yeah.
feel like if I was like trying to prove to people I could do this impossible thing and I died during it, I'm almost setting a bad example. Like, yeah, don't shoot for your dreams, you fucking
You
die.
might die.
You fucking die.
That's a good point. I was just talking about this though before I got here. Like this rock climber, I don't know his first name, Codwell, I think.
Mhm.
That's his last name. He died rock climbing, like climbing this fucking big. It was some gigantic feat, and I think he did it free solo, so without any ropes.
That's
And he
fucking insane.
fell and he slipped and died. But like, wouldn't you want to die something that you love doing? How else would that guy rather die than fall off the face of a 3,000-foot cliff?
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
So like, how would you die, Darren? Maybe you're in the studio and it fucking burns down,
Blows up.
and you're rapping to the flames. Fucking,
I'm doing Staples Center and the roof implodes and fucking. There we
Yes.
go. That would be great.
that's way better than being in a studio in a
in
basement.
a studio in the basement. Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
Maybe something like that. I don't know. I think like I just get I don't know, whenever if I do ever like think of death, I get
Yeah.
really sad not because I would be dead, but more so because of, like the way it would probably I don't want to like maybe it's fucked up like people pleasing me. I just don't want people to be sad.
They're gonna be sad, buddy.
I don't want to make people sad, and I would feel like I'm making people sad if they were like sad when I died.
I don't think you would feel like that.
Well, I would be
because
dead.
you'd be fucking
I would
dead.
be fucking dead, so that would
That's
be
the
hard.
great thing about death.
Yeah.
Is it's all gonna be okay because you're fucking dead.
Damn, I guess.
But still, it's hard to think about, you know.
It is. It is.
But it's like also part of life and why it's so special.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You know, this moment is perfect.
Unless we learn how to preserve our consciousnesses in AI, and then we could live forever.
Would you?
Maybe.
Maybe, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
I kind of that like I
I'm
said,
interested.
dying makes this moment special.
Yeah.
What if we're like, "Yo, bro, we're here forever. What do we talk about?"
But see, that's the thing. I don't know. Like people always say that shit with like vampire TV shows and vampire movies and shit. And I feel like I could do the whole vampire thing. Like I would be cool with it. I would be cool with just living forever.
Forever.
I mean,
You can make a lot.
you
of
could
music.
die. You can die as a vampire, but like you just can't. You can't pass away.
Right.
Like you have to get killed. So you have to like kill yourself. But like, so like you could like choose. Then you could like, yo, I want to go through all the. Eventually, like society, like humanity, just gets to a point you don't want it anymore. You're like, yeah, okay, give me a steak. Like we're done.
Okay, I'm with you. If I could live for.
And vampires get cool shit, dude. You get, super fast speed. You can fucking mind control people. Like
Can't go out in the sun though. Can't eat garlic.
okay, in certain movies and TV, they get stuff to be able to go out in the sun. They like.
You couldn't look at yourself in the mirror, dude. You'd be
Mm,
suffering.
That's fair. How do cameras work on vampires?
How do they make vampire movies? Is basically what you're saying. They must.
They must work.
They must fucking work.
fucking work, dude. That's crazy.
If I could stick around till year 30, like 2200, I would do it.
we
Andrew Yang
for
Kyle
2024.
Miller. That's what's up.
Hell yeah, bro. We endorse Andrew Yang over here. I did. I played. He has a fighting game on
What?
Steam. It's like $5.
What?
Yeah, my
What's it
Harrison,
called?
Harrison, who used to do this. I think it's like Freedom Bucks or something. I don't know what it is, but he's got it. It's literally this fun, fucking hilarious. It's not really that fun to play, but you can look it up on YouTube. People have played it, and I did it for video. I played and beat the whole game. Like you play as Andrew Yang, and you like fight like the first person is like you fight this like disgruntled like Trump voter because he like Yang's whole thing was like if you do the math like I attract 10% of Trump vote, like that's enough to win.
Absolutely.
If I was whatever. I mean
Mhm.
obviously Biden ended up winning whatever, but his whole thing that he was like running on, that was part of it.
He
And
got
so, like,
blacklisted.
he did. They fucking Democratic Party just finessed the fuck out
Trash.
of him. Yeah.
Trash.
Whack as fuck. But hopefully he's gonna win. Looks like he's gonna win. Is it mayor? he's
Mayor
running
of
for?
New York.
Yeah, I think he's gonna win.
That is awesome, dude.
But so the first person you fought was this like disgruntled Trump voter, and like you it's literally like you fight them, like you beat the shit out of them, but then like
Yeah.
afterwards it's like this little like anime cutscene where like the guy's like, oh, he's actually got some really good idea that he's like it fucking supports Yang, and then you fight every one of the fucking you fight Bernie, Elizabeth Warren, like all of the people that were running, like Beto O'Rourke, all this shit, and then you fight Trump at the end for the Oval Office.
The ultimate
And
boss.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
Sounds
man.
awesome.
And I did a whole video where I did like a playthrough of it, but then the audio was fucked up.
Oh,
and
no.
we were really sad, and we wanted to like you get 24 hours to return the game, so like we had to
You
return the
returned
game. Yeah,
You
because
didn't
it
want to
wasn't
spend that $5.
it wasn't worth it, dude.
That
It
was a
wasn't-
year ago.
Yeah,
That was when money was fucking tight.
that was when money was tight, dude.
And that was when he was more, in the main, it was in the limelight.
Yeah,
Now
so
he's not as much.
not as much. So.
I hope he gets. He's awesome. He has some good ideas.
I think the difference is with him, and again, I don't know him personally, but everything that you see on him, like he's just honest.
He is honest. Like
He just doesn't. There's people critique his ideas, and maybe, and I think there are some holes in some of it, but
of course,
I think he's just like honestly wants to do
I
good. Like he doesn't want to
honestly
do it for any other
think
reason.
he's an honestly good guy. Like I said, saw him 3 times in person. Talk to him.
I mean,
for
dude,
30 seconds.
this is the whole thing that everyone was like obsessed like with the last guy was, oh, he's a business guy, he's gonna do really well, blah 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 blah. The country which Yang always talks about is more like it would make more sense. He ran a non-for-profit.
Yeah.
And it's more similar to running a non-for-profit in the sense that you're not, yes, the company, the goal of our nation is we want to make money and stuff like that too, but you also want to better society.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you do in a non-for-profit. You're bettering the people that you serve.
Yes.
And I think that's what, like, I don't know. I think he's got some ideas that would shake it up. And obviously they're not that radical because a lot of people enjoy and he's doing well in New York. So hopefully something good comes out of it.
Hell yeah, dude. When we were there, we were in the first press conference. Cade, my friend, asked him, he's like, Andrew Yang, do you think that love is the most important thing in this universe? And Andrew's like, kind of thought about it for a second. He's like, yeah, I guess you're right. So I was really glad to hear that. That's awesome.
That's pretty sick, dude. You guys got to watch. If you haven't already seen the like anime opening for that game, it's phenomenal. It's
I
on
really
YouTube.
want to see it now.
Just the anime opening is fucking dope. Like
Okay.
it's super cool. You got to see it. But we got Steve. Steve says to listen to some Bob Marley. D. Rita, he'll get you right. I'm sure he would. Maybe I should check out some more Bob Marley. So we've touched on a lot of shit so far, but I got some. What else did I want to ask you about? It was just kind of some more broad topics. I feel like we just kind of flow when we get to talking.
I agree.
Oh yeah. What's holding you back? What's holding you back?
Hmm. I don't know. There could be different answers. Holding me back. I think I try to get better every day. I don't really know. I don't have a really ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if I did, I would, be working on that.
There's nothing holding you back in any asset of your life.
Hmm.
I figured you would ask me to like specify, and so I wanted to just
I
ask
was
it.
gonna
I
ask
just
you to
wanted to ask
specify
it
in a
straight out
second.
and see what you interpreted it as.
Yeah.
'Cause that would
I've been
tell
doing
me
pretty
more.
great. I don't know. You should
Nothing's
specify.
nothing's holding you back. Nothing in like, nothing internally. Nothing. Obviously, you got it. You're working. You got your own place.
My
It's
brain is
great.
underdeveloped, and I smoke weed every day.
So you're back to smoking weed now.
Yep.
That's one of a. We got a highlight for the show of you telling people to not smoke weed anymore.
Yeah.
And it did well also. It's another high performing highlight. Not
Yeah,
quite.
I've had some people reach out to me from that clip too, so it was really cool.
Were anybody like, bro, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about? Like,
Nah, they actually like connected with me. They're like, yeah, I've been going through the same thing, so that was really cool.
but now you're back on it. So you just like shit in the face of all those people that
Not even
all your fans that were in support of your stance are now feeling betrayed. That'd be like if Yang won mayor and he was like, yo, fuck universal basic income.
Yeah,
We don't need it.
I'm not an advocate for not smoking weed. I actually love it, and it's something that you allow yourself to get addicted to, because like we were talking about last time, I definitely think it's addictive.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you allow yourself to get addicted to. It has its pros and its cons, like everything else.
Yeah, I mean, like
You
the
know?
science like says it's not technically addictive, but I think it's like the more so. And I think we talked about this last time. Is that it's like the lifestyle, like the way
You can get addicted.
you can
to
get
anything.
addicted. It's routine, and you get addicted to doing anything. And if it's not productive, if it's hurting you in any way, whether that's mentally, emotionally, whatever, if it's stunting your ability to do the things you want to do,
Yeah.
then I would consider that a problem. So
Right.
and that's what we were talking. So it's not a problem anymore, right?
It's
now.
not a problem anymore. Last time it was a problem, dude, and
Mhm.
I told you why it was a problem last time.
Mhm.
But now is my short-term memory a little spotty? Yeah. Other than that, what? Yeah, I'm chilling.
Are you?
And I wanted to tell you, I just built a PC so I can start making music.
Really?
And
Hell yeah.
it helps in that music grind, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think it frees you up?
I like it for making music, yeah.
What about it helps you make music? Because like obviously being
vibes,
someone who
bro.
I don't smoke or drink or anything like that,
Right.
right? And I write and
Right.
record just about every day.
So music is all vibes to me. Like, you're listening to music, it puts you in a mood, dude. And you're like,
I think it's out of body. Like it's like
It
it's
can be out of
aside
body.
from your. It almost like puts you into a different state. Like your body might be physically right here, but you, like as you're experiencing the music, is somewhere else.
that's your drug.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, when I listen to an album with some headphones on in a dark room, it like plays a little movie in my head,
Yeah.
Takes me on a little trip. But weed for music, you said, puts you in the vibes.
Just puts you head first into the like. You just think you're able to like.
So
You think you're more open to like. You're not like. Are you writing lyrics or anything like that? You're just doing like production right now, right?
yeah.
First you should watch some Nick Myra videos if you haven't already. You got
Genius.
FL, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, Nick Myra tutorials.
He has great tutorials.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Mhm.
But that's interesting, So I think it just frees up your ability to like more. I don't even know, I guess, because
Right.
I don't do anything like that, so I don't know.
Oh, I just had something.
Because
to say.
for me, it's like I don't do anything like that. I don't really need anything like that. Not that you need anything like that, right? But it's just
Yes.
like I guess I made it a habit, and I actually just watched this video essay about this the other day about how an artist can turn pro, and it's like not necessarily musician, but like any like writer or whatever. The whole thing is like being able to just start and do that as much as possible, because the hardest part as artists is like staring at the blank page, staring at the blank DAW, whatever it is.
Right.
And when you actually, you say, oh, I'm going to do an album, I'm going to do whatever, I'm going to start this show, I'm going to do this thing. And you keep saying it's always in the future. It's never now.
Yeah.
And what's always scary, and I've noticed this from like, because I think it's a spectrum of people that are like, some people are like really paralyzed by that, and other people are like maybe too much like, oh, I just got to do, and they never stop and think, and then they fucking do dumb shit, or they fall on their face with really bad, maybe like a career-ending mistake type of thing.
Yeah,
But I think I've been fortunate enough to be somewhere in the middle there, where like I am always planning ahead. I'm always thinking of the next thing I want to do, but I'm never afraid to like just do it right now. And that's how we started this podcast. Even
Yeah,
it was
dude.
we were
When you're thinking of something,
you're
your
putting it out
anxiety
there,
grows.
and you're putting it out there. It's not here. You're gonna start it. I'm gonna start it then. I'm gonna start it in a week. I'm gonna start it.
The difficulty of doing it just grows. You like thinking of it, and it's like this thing over there, but then you just do it.
It's
You're
the same.
doing it.
It's the same thing.
It's
Of
like doing it right now. I was nervous, and now I'm not.
You're just doing it.
We're just doing it.
But it's the same thing as when if you're under the bench press and you got one last rep to do.
Yeah.
It's not getting any lighter. The
No.
longer you hold it up there, the heavier it's gonna get. The harder it's gonna be once you come down to put it back up. So fucking put it down right now and put that shit back up. It's like the same thing. And I think like for me, the reason I've never done drugs, anything like that. I never felt the need to, not creatively or like recreationally. I just do it every day. I write every day. I'm freestyling every day, or I'm making beats, like just doing everything.
How do you get better?
Yeah, and I think
anything.
I just think like that makes me be in a way I'm able to kind of free my mind up without kind of the use of extra things.
I see exactly what you're saying.
But so how does it help you specifically then?
So music enhancement, just when you smoke and listen to music, it's like 10 times better, to be honest.
Why?
So why?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I can tell you why. It's
That's
just
fair.
like, boom, like you're in it. Yeah, I don't think I can tell you why.
That's why I didn't think you'd be. I don't think
for
I
that
would
aspect,
understand.
obviously you're listening to sounds. They'll sound like they sound better to me. I don't know if I would put it that way. It's more. It's just fun, okay. And then
that's all that matters. The thing is, whatever puts you in a place where you can create is what you should do.
Yes.
Obviously, if it starts being destructive to your health, don't.
Yeah.
Because people will take hard drugs or whatever because they think they need to. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But even when I had Joe Diamond on a couple weeks back, maybe a month or so ago, he talked about
that guy's dope.
He's fucking crazy, man. He's awesome. But like he talked about having creative spaces. It's not how exactly he put it, but basically like even for me, I have my studio over there that I do music in. I have the studio over here that I'm getting ready to talk to people. Yeah. And it's like when you create a space like that, like your body, like your like spirit, your soul, like when you get there, like okay, that's what I'm here to do. And it starts like it like opens you up to be open for that. And I have friends that have they'll say that sometimes they have trouble writing or doing whatever when they're outside of the studio. And when they come here, when we get a session or we get whatever, they're like, oh man, it flows so much better because they came here to do that thing.
It's that, and it's all this stuff around too. I'm sure you got lights in the studio, like different colored lights. It's it's all that stuff too.
Yeah.
It's just everything.
Create an atmosphere, and for you, just
an atmosphere.
A little bit of the weeds is gonna help that out.
Yeah, not just in music. But music. When I go to make that, I can't be like thinking about it. When I go into the DAW and I start like thinking of things, I really struggle and I don't really get anything done. You kind of just got to pick some sounds and start going. Yeah. Like, no, don't think about it too hard. And I think that's with other creative stuff too, right? You just kind of got to be flowing.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, you definitely want to, care about what it is you're doing. And some things require more of that. Like I said before, I think it's a spectrum. Like some things require you to lean more on like okay, I got to plan this out, got to do this, got to do that. And other things are, let's just see what happens. Because I could promise you right now, we would not be 97 weeks in if I leaned too far over into that planning thing. Because me and Harrison, Harrison did he's the one that started with doing the behind the camera and we had my laptop and one camera. We tried to do 2 cameras the first day.
I remember that.
It fucked everything. Like computer couldn't handle it. Like it was terrible. But we were like talking about this podcast for months. I was buying equipment for it. I was doing everything. I had all the shit for it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We had already talked to Renee, who's going to be my first guest. She was already down whenever we were ready. And we kept just fucking, we'll do it then. We'll do it next week. We'll do it. We got a couple more things we got to get. And eventually I was just like, dude, we're doing it on Monday. We're doing it on fucking Monday. And he was like, we still got to do this. We still got to do this. And I was like, you're right. But we're doing it on Monday. We're gonna figure that shit out by Monday. Because it's like
bare minimum.
Bro, if I give you a homework assignment, it's due on Friday, and I give you the same assignment, it's due in a month from now.
I'm doing that.
It's gonna take you the same. It's gonna take you. You are gonna get it done on Friday, or you're gonna get it done before Friday if it's before Friday, or if I tell you you have a month to do it, you're gonna get it done in a month. That's how long it's gonna take you. It's just a matter of when you get around to doing it, and that's like the same thing. It's like you just kind of have to do it. You want to film a skit? go fucking film a skit. Yeah, you gotta write it, you gotta have an idea, but if you never start writing it, you never whatever. So that's like, I don't know. I've worked with like bands, and I've worked with other people and shit too. And the biggest thing I always do if we have a meeting or we have a talk about anything, and it feels like we're getting somewhere, I know how everybody works. Where we're gonna leave this fucking meeting, and everyone's, that was a really good talk. We all feel really good about it. Well, guess what? We didn't do shit yet. Yeah. So I always am like, okay, so what are we gonna have done by the next time we meet? And then everyone's like, oh, we gotta do shit.
So you're a good leader in that way.
In that way, just because I know what I would do if it wasn't, I know I know how it would work. Yeah. And so it's like I have to put that pressure on everybody and including myself. Yeah. Because if I'm like, oh, we'll do whatever. I did the same shit with my Patreon, bro. I didn't do Patreon videos for the longest time. No. Because it was just like, mostly when we started it was like a case you could just support the channel. Like it was just like an extra support. Like there's nothing really over there. You get
support him, motherfuckers. Yeah,
whatever. But now I post every week on there, and eventually it was like
I get the notification.
Eventually I was like, yo, I need to fucking just do this, and
straight
then
up.
I just literally same thing. So it still happens to me from time to time. We got Deborah says happy Monday, guys. Kyle says, what's holding Rita back?
Deborah also said beer helps me sing better. She kind of gets where I'm coming from.
That's fair. See, it's, for some people, things do different things. I know, I know some people that work similarly where they need, a little bit of help. Maybe it just frees up their mind in a way.
Yes. You say need. I don't need weed.
No, you don't need it. Okay.
I just, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I do it before I go to Walmart, bro. Like, I just be doing it to have a little unique little experience.
Just fun.
Making Walmart exciting.
There's nothing wrong with having fun.
Exactly.
With it just being fun,
Straight up.
We got Kevin says, how you doing?
How you doing,
We're
Kevin?
living.
I saw your story the other day. You were crying, bro. You good now?
He's going through it right now.
Okay.
We could talk about it off here. I don't want to put him through that. He's going through some shit right now, but he's gonna get through it. He's good. Yeah, it's what's, I guess here Kyle said, what's holding Rita back?
Please answer that.
Nothing, man. Nothing's holding. You know what I will say is maybe that thing that I was explaining a little bit earlier about trying to see the best in people, and
you can't
and it's
help
not that
anyone.
And I don't want to make myself sound like this fucking guy, like, oh, poor him, he just cares about people. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I don't have flaws, I don't have whatever else either. But I will say that, like, I think the thing I find myself getting the most frustrated about over and over again is that I will treat people how I want to be treated, and then I expect a certain level of respect back.
Yeah.
And that's my problem, is that I'm expecting it. I can't expect anything from anybody.
You probably won't get it.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is I should still. I'm not saying I shouldn't I shouldn't be kind still, and shouldn't still pay it forward.
Always be kind.
But I need to not pay it forward and think something like, I don't think sometimes I've literally had some instances where I literally made like, oh, I'll do this for you and you do this for me, which, like, that's fucked up when they actually didn't keep their end of the bargain. Now that's actually happened, and that's one thing. But I'm talking too where sometimes, like, you're there for people, or you provide something, you provide value in some way to people. You're giving them energy, positive energy, whatever it is. And you, I guess, would anticipate that they would give that back in some way, not that like
Hopefully.
It's a scoreboard, but it's like, I feel like that's what friends do. And I think that that's just kind of where I've had a difficulty, like, determining where my real friends are.
Right.
In that, like, I would care, and I'll try to be there and try to do things, and then you hear things and find out things, and it sucks.
It's like, are they reciprocating though?
Yeah. And that's tough. So I think that's holding me back. I'm worried a little bit too much about that, and I shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be. You're doing fucking great, and I think you should just keep going.
We're gonna try, man. I mean, I'm not doing that great. I got the hair's looking sus. McKenna said I look like Lord Farquaad today, right before we went live. So that was.
You better not say anything to make him change his hair.
Just so you guys know what I'm going through in the mental battle before we click live. I'm being told right before it airs, you look like Lord Farquaad. Like, how the fuck am I supposed?
What the fuck? Oh shit!
How am I supposed to take that, man?
At least you don't have a man bun.
I'm trying to get there, bro. I think I can do it. He's ready.
How you gonna Name yourself after a damn gun and got a man bun.
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
I don't think
Who do you think
should
won
do
that
the man
beef?
bun. Come on, won that beef.
Oh man, but I mean, MGK is doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Dropped a great
sure.
album. People loved it.
Liked it? Did
Yeah.
you personally like it?
Here's the thing. I have a couple songs from it.
Right.
I'm a big Black Bear fan. Black Bear has probably the best song on there.
Okay. I haven't listened to the whole thing. Only a couple songs, and it sounded like cheap fucking punk music.
It's actually pretty decent. It was
Okay.
very heavily inspired by like Blink 182 type of shit, Panic at the
You
Disco.
can see
Yeah.
the inspiration.
Yeah, but it's got some good shit. We love you, Kevin. We love you. We love you here too, Kev. McKenna, that's the only good thing you've ever said. Damn, that hurts. Okay, so we got through those things. What do I got? So, Justin, I guess my last question for you is actually no, I got a couple questions. So we're not wrapping up yet. So, what's the most spontaneous thing you've done?
Probably go to Iowa to canvas for Andrew Yang.
Really? What was it like? How spur of the moment was that decision?
It was 2 days maybe before. He was like, dude, I want to do this. I was like, oh, no way. Like, gotta ask my mom. All this bullshit.
You're just trying to like put as many barriers as you can, because it's like, what's stopping you?
Yeah.
You try to create that in your own
If I
head.
wouldn't have went to that though, that's when my friend like helped me out. If I wouldn't have went to that, I would have been, I wouldn't have known the experience, but I would have been different.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really glad I did that. That was probably the most spontaneous thing in the recent that I can think of. I'm really glad I did that.
Do you try to be spontaneous?
Hell yeah. I'm an in the moment guy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's hard for me to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's difficult for me to, like, it's tough when I'm not gonna say I don't, because I think I try, like, I'll like have plans. Someone will be like, oh, let's do that, whatever.
Mhm.
And I will. It's like 50-50 if I'll like, okay, I'll stop this thing I was planning on, whatever. But I just feel like sometimes I'm just like, I'm always trying to work towards things.
Yeah.
And so it's hard for me to, I'm gonna drop everything and just go.
Totally.
Like,
you gotta
let's just
have
go to
like
wherever.
not a lot going on. Yeah.
That's one way to put it. I mean, I think that I would, I envy people that are able to be a little bit more spontaneous, that are able to like, if I want to, okay, let's go drive to fucking Iowa tonight, tomorrow or whatever, and do whatever. Like,
I ended
can't
up
do
failing
that.
a college class by doing that though.
Oh,
So
okay.
it totally wasn't like
so
just
it's a give and a take. There's sacrifices.
yeah.
Did you tell Andrew that? Did you tell Yang?
What's that?
Did you tell him you failed to be there?
Uh-uh.
He probably wouldn't have been happy about that.
He probably wouldn't have. But I wasn't enjoying that class, and I was really enjoying Iowa. So I was like, dude, I'm staying, because I stayed an extra day.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I like just.
Would you ever go skydiving?
Dude, I've been asked this last.
Because that's like a pretty spontaneous thing. I feel like, here's the thing. I'm a big.
You could plan going skydiving. It's not necessarily spontaneous.
I feel like I would have to do it spontaneously. I don't think I would do it if I thought about it.
Right.
Like, even when we ran the marathon,
Mm-hmm.
that was I posted about it a day and a half before we did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I got off the phone with Big Ty, finally convinced him to do it. Actually, I just recorded him saying that he would do it once, and then making him look like a pussy, and then he had to do it because I told him I was recording.
If it was any further in advance, I might have not done it though.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I would have thought about, like maybe I should train, maybe I should do whatever, but nah.
I would have been like, oh, my hips are gonna feel like a 90-year-old.
They did.
Which they fucking did, dude.
They did.
That was savage.
Yeah, it really was. But the thing is too, though, it's like with skydiving. And Andrew Scholes has a really good joke about it, where he's like, he says something about like, why would I pay, like, what's best case scenario? Skydiving.
Great time.
You live.
Yeah.
Right? Why would I pay? And his joke is like, I'm butchering all the middle of it, but his joke is, why would I pay $400 to do what I'm already doing? Best case scenario. What's worst case scenario? You fucking die.
Straight
Splat.
death.
So it's like, I don't know. I'm not like, I don't think of it necessarily in that same way, but I just don't. I don't know, bro.
It
would have to be like,
bro. It scares the shit out of me. Think like being in that moment, looking out. Oh yeah. Oh,
I wouldn't be
blindfold
able to jump myself. I'd have to get
so
pushed,
scary.
and
My
it would have
palms
to
are
be
sweating.
like last second. Someone's like, yo, are you gonna do this? And someone was like, bro, come on. Okay, fine. Like, I would have to not think about it. Because if I've said no a million times.
Yeah.
I've said no on this podcast before. Like,
Have you?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it if I have any time to think about it. I won't do it.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
hopefully,
you got like the plane ready to go, and you're like, dude, let's go.
Yeah.
My friend works at a parachute packing place. So
wow, it's
yeah,
super niche.
yeah. So I've learned about like the safety aspect more, and it's pretty fucking safe.
Pretty safe.
I think 3 people died in 20 years there at that specific place.
Damn. See, here's my problem with stats like that, though. I want to be one in a billion, right? I want to be that special person. So I think of it, and I've said this my whole life, that if I am willing to accept that, or if I think that I have the audacity to believe that I'm going to be in that 1%, 0.01% of people that succeed at the craziest things that I want to do, I have to also be able to accept that I could be on the complete opposite side of that spectrum and get a disease that's never been fucking happened, that's never happened before, or all 4 of my chutes break and whatever. Like, I have to think that. I have to be able to accept it, because there's no way, it wouldn't make sense. You think that you're going to be 0.00001 on the good side, but you don't think it's possible that you could be the 0.00001 on the bad side? That doesn't make sense.
So do you have very high hopes when you play scratch-off tickets?
Yeah. No, it's bad. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I don't like to gamble. I don't like any, because if any raffle that I do, I think I'm gonna win. I tangibly, like, I feel. I was joking with McKenna. She did this like Omaze one for this like car that's coming up.
Yes, me too.
And
want to know how much I put into Omaze?
How much?
$250.
For what?
The Tesla.
oh, okay. She's
How much
doing
you
an
put in?
electric or a sprinter van.
I
She put $10 in. How many
$250,
entries is
dude.
$250?
I think I had
Hers is like 6,000 for $10.
what?
Yeah, she got. Wasn't it?
Yeah, no.
But I also did it a bunch, like when you don't have to pay.
What? How many entries
Okay.
did you get for $10?
Like,
I thought you said 600 or 6.
they had
It's
like,
probably 600 or
they had
Yeah.
like
something.
a promotion too, where I like got more because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the maximum.
Oh my
I think It was
God.
8,000.
Is this a new one that's going on right now?
No, it was a while ago. So I was listening to
so
all
a while.
these podcasts about manifesting. I was deep. I was
you got to believe this. I was joking with her. I said, McKenna, you have to right now. I said, picture what the steering wheel feels like. Picture you
Dude,
rolling down the window.
You don't even know,
Dude,
bro.
you have
Every
to.
night, dude. I was like, the car is getting delivered. Yeah, I was down bad trying to manifest.
Bro, this is the thing. I have been.
Don't try to manifest.
I have been.
Put in work.
I have been like every time when I was growing up, and I don't do it quite as much anymore. Maybe I should. I would every time I go to the bathroom and see myself in the mirror, I'd be interviewing myself for whatever it is that I want to do, bro. It's like I think it's too. It's like even basketball players maybe have this even a little bit worse. Where like when we're shooting in the driveway or we're shooting whatever, you're picturing like, oh, I'm Kobe Bryant's on me, the score is winding down.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't necessarily go. I did that shit too, but I would do it even with like. I would run open gyms here at the school in the summers. I'm trying to get it this summer. We'll see if they'll let me.
Right.
I would get there 2 hours early before everyone show up, and I would be
Yes.
thinking about. I knew who was coming.
Yes.
I would be thinking about the moves that I'm gonna do on the people that are coming. So like I would even manifest like the littler steps, like, and that's what I was joking with her. I'm like, you got to picture like what do the gears look like? What is this? What is it? Like you gotta see it all. And I think I'm gonna win. I think I'm the main character. Okay, whether or not I am is a different story. But whether it was my dad telling me that you're the smartest kid I have ever met, whatever, or if
Right.
it was all of the Western movies that I watched growing up where it's the chosen one, whatever, prophecy bullshit.
Right.
I think that I'm that guy for whatever reason.
I have to
And
cut
it
you
fucks
off.
me
I'm
off.
about to pee my pants.
You're gonna pee your pants. We'll do it. I'll just keep rambling about the prophecy.
There's too much electronics around here.
Don't break anything. We got some questions. I had some things. My mom, what is this? Edith says, I think that you have a guide with you when you skydive. Yes, you do. But I'm just saying that with my luck, with what I think in being the 0.0001% of people, that my guide will like have a brain aneurysm as we jump into the sky, and my chute doesn't work. That's just what I think. That's what would happen.
Jump on too.
What did you just say? McKenna's got a mic. She hates using it, but she has a mic. What did you say, McKenna? Turn it on.
Hello, everyone.
What did you say?
I think they make you jump like on 2, like 1, 2 instead of 3, 2.
Oh,
Because I think.
but
like,
I bet they probably tell you 3. Like you're gonna jump on
Yeah,
three.
and they
then
do
they
it
just
on
kind of
two
they just jump on
because
two. That makes
people
sense.
like get hurt trying to not
Mm.
jump.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
that's fair.
So it's not that important.
I mean, that's important.
I
It's
didn't
just
want to get the mic up.
a
for
little
it.
interjecture for the conversation. Like it's fine. That's yeah, that's all it is. Kyle Miller
Okay,
says,
I'm
set the
turning it
date,
off
don't
now.
procrastinate. Nah, he's right, dog. He's right. That's what I did with the podcast. That's what I try to do with a lot of things. It's when you have those meetings, those collaborative endeavors, you just got to set the date. Justin's back with
I have to
us.
go to the doctor.
Why?
Not right now, but soon.
You couldn't pee?
I can't hold in my pee anymore.
Oh.
Like, I had a psychedelic experience in the McDonald's drive-thru the other day. I had to pee, and the line was really long, moving really slow, and, like, it hit me, bro. Like, you have to pee now. And I was just, like, I had to meditate. Like, I was like, what am I going to do? So it's really urgent. When I'm saying this, I'm not kidding. It's very urgent.
I drink a lot of water. I have to pee all the time.
Me too.
I-
But, like, it hits me. Like, and
Yeah.
and there's no waiting.
Ooh.
So that's kind of concerning.
Yeah. I mean, I get mine's probably not quite as serious, but I have a similar issue because I just think it's because I drink so much
That
water
is a
though.
big fucking water bottle.
Yeah, I drink like
That's awesome.
3 of these in a day
Hell
usually.
yeah.
It's a gallon and a half, and then try to get 4 if I can.
That's
but
a gallon and a half?
this is 64
You
ounces.
try to get a gallon.
So
and a
I
half.
drink 3 of them. That's a gallon and a half.
Solid.
But yeah, I was just responding to a couple people in the comments. I said Kyle Miller said set the date, don't procrastinate. Absolutely. My mom says, yeah, with your luck the guide will detach. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bro, that's why I thought about that's what I thought about when I needed protein. That's why I thought about you when I needed motivation. Exactly. I feel the same way about you. I was telling my roommates the other day. Wait, about what? I'm confused. I missed the whole conversation because we went back and then you went to pee. I'm not sure what I was talking
Right.
about when she said that. Are you eating too much protein? You may just be pissing out nitrogen. LOL.
No, I'm not eating too much protein.
No?
No, it's weird. It's bad.
I used to eat way too much protein because I thought you were supposed to get. This is what happens with gym bros, and when you get all your science from either your dad or just some dude at the gym that's strong.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you gotta have X. You gotta have. I thought
100 grams.
I thought you had to have whatever you wanted for protein.
Yeah.
Like however much you wanted to weigh, like you had to, or no, however much you did weigh, you had to eat times 2 of that grams of protein. So I weighed 170 pounds and I'm trying to put on another 10, right? And I was like, I was eating like 250 to 280 like gram, which I should have been eating more.
Seriously?
Dead ass, bro.
Holy shit.
There were multiple. I used to get close to 300 grams of protein a day.
Holy shit.
I mean,
like a lot,
I didn't feel
right?
bad though.
No?
Yeah, I mean, I was running a lot though. Because I was playing a lot and I was lifting a lot.
That
But
seems like a lot.
it didn't help though. I didn't gain like any more weight than I still gained it at a normal rate. Like I think it was just like I was just hurting my kidneys because I heard it's not good to have that much.
You ever try creatine?
Yeah, I took creatine for like a month.
That
Well,
shit fucked up
2
my
months?
stomach really bad
Really?
when I took it once.
really?
Unbelievable pain. I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah, it's something weird. You have to do it for a little bit.
Tyler Davis.
Oh, that you are a prophecy? Yeah, I hope I'm the prophecy, man.
I
think
wanted to
that I
touch
am.
back on that. You were saying you were the main character when I was going upstairs.
Yeah, I told
And
my
I'm-
brother and sister. I asked my brother and sister this yesterday because we were all together because it was Mother's Day,
Mhm.
and I said, "What do you guys do when I'm not in your area of the map? Like, what does the game have you do? Are you just like loading? Like, do you exist still? Like, what happens when I'm not
Shut up.
around? Because this is." I know like the game probably can't load all of this at once. Like
You
what's going on?
motherfucker. I like to think that I am not special at all. I
Really?
am nothing.
Oh my God.
What do you
McKenna
think
thinks the same way.
What do you think about that, Darren? I mean, yeah, because we're humans, you know. We really are.
I don't know.
Oh,
And that's why I say
stardust.
like, I feel like, my parents told me that I was like, that I was, not that I was like special. I kind of. They
No,
said
but
like
yeah,
whatever,
It's good
and
to think you're special.
it's not like you think like you're like I'm better, like I'm inherently better than people, right?
Okay.
It's just like you got to think that in some way you have to think like, what I'm doing is important, and it is important because I have to be the most important right now, and it doesn't mean that I am. It doesn't mean like I even said earlier. I feel like it's so weird because I feel that way, and I also have this weird like it's this weird dichotomy where it's like I feel like I'm the most fucking important person in the world. I think I'm the prophecy. I'm the one who's gonna save humanity, but all this bullshit. But I also am afraid to die because I'm gonna make people sad because I care what they like, that they're gonna be hurt. So it's like this weird thing where it's like, I don't know, bro. I think I got it. I got issues. I just don't know what they are. I gotta figure them out. That's why we got the podcast.
It's that balance.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
As long as you don't think that you're superior to other humans.
Mm-hmm.
And even
well, it's like I think you can even I think you can think that you're I think you can like have a healthy amount of like I think I'm better because I put this work in, or even if you think you're better and then you put the work in afterwards to back it up type of shit. I think that's okay. You can't think you're better than people because
inherently
like you can't think, especially us two being straight white dudes, blonde hair, blue eyes, should not think that we're better than anybody because of that.
Right.
You know, that's not it.
You can't think you have more value than us.
Than another life.
Okay.
You know, that's what, yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
That's exactly what I'm trying to say. But yeah.
it's like also, I'll think of something, I'm like, wow, that's a cool thought. That's creative. And it's like, oh, a million other people have thought that already.
See, I'm the fucking idiot where I think that I came up with it. Like, every time, I think that I fucking just invented that in my head, and yeah, no, I for whatever reason
if I'm
think
lucky,
I'm
I'll have
special.
an original thought every couple weeks, but other than that, it's just
I'm sure my
recycled.
thoughts aren't original. I just think that they are, but
I'm an amalgamation of everyone that I think is cool.
I mean, I think we all are in some way.
Right.
We got Ty. Big Ty says, my fellow marathon runner.
No, he's not a secret narcissist. He just admitted it.
Yeah, I admitted it earlier. I am one. I am a narcissist. But yeah, it's I don't know. I have more value after 26.2 without training. Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, did we run with Tyler Davis?
That's Big Ty.
Oh, okay.
That's
I didn't
Big
know
Ty.
his full name, as you can see.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's up, Ty?
How important is sleep? How many hours should we get?
What? We're not.
I mean,
It depends.
Kobe Bryant said you only need 4 or 5.
It's
what he
different
got.
between everyone,
But
bro.
I think it is different for everybody. I think I need
Thanks, Kalen.
I think I need I don't know what it is. When I'm working out a lot, I feel like I almost need less sleep because I sleep deeper.
Yeah.
But when I'm not working out as much, I
Yeah.
think that I need to sleep longer because I just feel I don't sleep as good. I think like if I'm really busy a whole day, like I just did a whole bunch of shit and like I feel like I accomplished a lot, like my mind's usually like at somewhat of peace and I'm able to just like pass out. Like not even working out, just like, oh, I did all this content, or I worked my other job, I did this, I checked off all these things.
Feels good.
Like I'm just like can go to sleep now.
Yeah, bro. I can't just sit.
But if I didn't get a bunch of shit done, my mind is racing. I can't fall asleep. I'm stressed out about like everything.
You're
and
lucky you have that kind of brain.
No, it's not good, dude. It's not good.
Though.
You don't sleep.
That's why you get shit done.
You don't sleep, and yeah,
that's all worth it.
It's bad self-talk. It's not good.
It's all better than being satiated.
That's
Dude,
a good
when
word.
I found out the word satiation.
Why don't you elaborate what satiation means?
Yes, it means that you're like content with your situation right now. And I was like, wow, I've never felt that.
You've never felt content?
Not with like just being able.
It's been a long time since I've felt content too.
Right.
I think that's an issue though. I mean, I think it helps people that struggle being content usually maybe on the outside accomplish a lot of really good things, but it's also really hard for me. I almost am envious of people that can just fucking be like, yo, let's just fucking let's go play video games for 4 hours and do nothing. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Was trying to say.
I tried. I was only able to do it over like COVID for a little bit at the beginning. And
it has its moments.
Yeah, I can't. Like it's hard for me. Even like I'm not saying I love games. I do love playing video games. I haven't turned my PlayStation on in like 5 months now though. At this point, it's like I usually just go on stretches where I don't touch it until a game I like comes out, and I like story games. So I don't like I'm not big into shooters and shit like that. So it's I
feel you there. Satiation, bro.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Stay away from satiation. Kobe is lying, says Kaylin McCracken. See, Kaylin probably knows how much sleep we need. Big Ty says sleep is for simps. I mean, maybe. What?
Dreams are cool.
Okay, so this is it then. This will be the final question, since again you're the expert here. You have the most.
Not an expert on anything.
You have the most. I guess no. I'll put it this way. What are you doing in 2 weeks from now? How many donuts do you think you could eat is what I'm trying to say.
I'm out of water. I don't exactly get the question.
How many donuts could you eat in one sitting?
There was a reward.
I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for a teammate. Because my teammate that I know would do it can't do it because he's on a fucking diet right now. Well,
I'm not on a diet, sir.
You think we could take down 100 donuts together?
Holy shit.
100 Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme, whatever. Like those kind of like thin little...
Dude, I don't think so. You
No?
might want to find another partner. I think my body would fucking reject that.
There's no time limit. We just got to get
No
it done.
time limit?
Well, I was
Is this
thinking
a
about
video?
this is what I'm thinking about doing for the 100th episode of the podcast.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that too.
It's a surprise kind of. I haven't told anybody about it. So we just broke breaking news right here.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's what Kaylin and
sounds
I
like
were talking about it. She helped me come up with the idea.
That sounds
actually.
like pain, though.
Yeah, but you know what I've noticed?
What?
People only like to tune in when I'm hurting myself. So I think my audience hates me, and it's a secret hate, which is okay because I hate me. So we can both, enjoy that together. That I'm dying inside. So I think 100 donuts. You don't think you could? How many do you think you could eat?
Dude, one morning when I worked this job, I wake up super early. I ate one donut. They were there for free, and I felt like dying.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was because it was the only thing I'd eaten that day, but I thought I was going to die. So 50 is not sounding good. I'll watch. I don't think.
Yeah, you can come through. We're gonna have it because I've got 4 mic. We got 4 mics set up now, so like we can.
Oh.
That's what she's got the wireless one. She was talking while you were off for a minute. So we can have people like just kind of hang out and chat with me while I'm dying.
My roommate was just asking if you've ever had 2 people on here.
Yeah, a couple times, a couple of
Okay,
different
cool.
times.
Trying
But
to
now
think.
we actually have before they would have to share a mic and shit. It was back when I had the wireless
And
one,
now
so they
they
would
don't?
share. So now they don't. Now we got 4.
Like, do you have 2 more to go off here?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
They're not as nice as these ones. They're the old ones that I used. But
Yeah, these are
they're
very
still
nice.
Shure. They're still like Shure microphones, but they're not the SM7Bs. Big Ty says it would be easy. Yeah, but Big Ty is he's the dude who's
That's why
on-
you're big.
Ty. he's Slim Ty now.
I'm
and,
thin. Okay.
and he said that he could do it easily, but he can't right now. My mom says she can eat a dozen. Kyle Miller says Tim used to kill the Paul storage room. Might be your guy. Yeah, I don't know if he'd be down to do it though.
Or
if-
they sell like pounds of gummies.
You
You
think,
should try to eat a pound bag.
it doesn't catch with the title. We need something
Right.
that
We need
100
big
donuts, 100th episode of the podcast.
That's true.
And I watched, bro. No one's eating 100 donuts.
No?
I've seen people do it. No, people have done it, but it's like a group of like 5 people.
Right.
Group of like whatever, which probably is way more doable. I could eat 20
You
easily.
should try with
But here's
2
my
people.
thing. I think if I can eat 20, I can get 30 more. I don't know why. And again, this is that psycho in me that
Matt
thinks.
Stoney.
Who's that?
Matt Stoney,
I
professional eater on YouTube.
is he the one with the lightning bolt? This is like one of these guys has like a. I watched a bunch of like mukbang
Not sure.
videos when I did the 10,000 calorie.
It's not
video.
mukbang. It's
Okay.
not mukbang. He eats like just crazy amounts of things, like a gallon of fruit.
Well, dude, I grew
Loops.
up on like Man versus Food, and that was like my
Crazy.
sister, my brother. Like we watched that shit all the time.
So it can
bro.
be done.
Yeah.
How would you recover from that?
I mean, I'm not really looking that far ahead, to be honest with you. I'm
Okay.
just trying to survive.
I hope I can be here when you do that.
Yeah, I got to figure out. I'm trying to find a teammate for it because my hopes was that Big Ty could do it,
That would be a great teammate.
and if he could do it, I think he could get like 60. I could get 40 ish, but I think I'm gonna have to find someone that can get 50, and we could split 50-50.
What about Nick? I feel like he grew up eating McDonald's.
Yeah, but I don't know if he could eat like that, man. You gotta have a dry. You gotta have like a certain, like a yeah.
You gotta
like
think of your parents getting shot before you.
You
eat
gotta
donuts.
picture someone you love getting shot in the face.
If you don't eat these donuts, they will get shot in the face.
Oh my god. You know what'll be really sad is if I do it and I like have like a really bad like something really bad happens to my stomach and it just like totally bombs. Like no one's interested, no one cares about it. No one,
You just feel like
I
shit.
just die.
It gets 20 views. You feel like shit.
It'd still be fun. I wouldn't really care. But it would, yeah.
No, the 100th
Ty
episode.
says, if you eat 30, Darren, I will eat 70. You know, you won't, dude. You bitched out. Like, he said he wouldn't do it. He was like, no, I can't. Because he's doing this fucking psycho-ass shit where he eats, like, 1 egg. That's it.
A day?
That's it. I don't know if he's still doing that, but it was like an egg. That's what he was
Oof.
doing. So he's like trying to like lose even more weight.
Yeah, no thanks.
I told him he's gonna
buddy.
probably die, but
He might.
he might, but he's
Can't
convinced.
do that for too long.
He's convinced, man. He's convinced on Dogecoin too. Are you a Dogecoin
Keep
guy?
wishing, buddy. No, no.
No. Everybody thought it was gonna spike when I thought it was gonna spike when Elon went on. And
I
then-
thought GameStop was gonna spike. To be honest, I thought people would bank off that, and some people did bank off.
Well, some people, a lot
GameStop,
of people,
right?
way back when that happened, a lot of people made money. Robinhood literally fucking cheated the game because their fucking hedge funds that fund Robinhood were like, "Yo, stop! We're losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, please." And
That was
then-
some bullshit, wasn't it?
yeah, it's like actually really illegal. I think they're getting. Like, I think there's a class act lawsuit against them. So
Good.
yeah, which is really good because fuck them.
Fuck the hedge funds. Fuck the big corps. Fuck billionaires.
Okay, so we got Kaylin says, you can do it. I don't even think Matt Stoney could do it. Oh God.
Matt Stoney could definitely do
You
it.
eat 100?
Yeah, he ate 20,000 calories in one sitting.
Yeah, but 100 of the same thing. 100 donuts?
20,000 calories. You can eat anything at
Well,
that point.
100 donuts from Dunkin' Donut or from Krispy Kreme was like 2,600 calories.
That's nothing. Matt Stoney could do that 3 times.
How
over.
long did he have to do the 20,000?
I think it took him an hour. It took him an hour, yeah.
What?
But do you think you could do that? It's still incredibly difficult.
No, I don't think I could do 20,000.
It was
in
an
a
hour,
I did
yeah.
10,000 in a day in 24
Did you?
hours. Yeah.
And that was rough.
That was really rough. I didn't have good food for it though. We had like I didn't go out shopping and prepare for it. Like people buy a bunch of shit food, so it's
Yeah.
like really light, easy shit food to eat.
True.
We didn't have that. Like I had like protein bars and shit as some of my shit, which
Was
is
this
the
a-
dumbest thing you could do during a 10,000 calorie easy protein dense food.
Was this a video?
Yeah, me and Pat did it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, Pat. Spoiler alert: Pat taps out. He's
No.
You know, yeah.
He got too full.
He made it far though. He made it pretty far. I think he got to like 885, 8,500. He was like
8,500 calories.
yeah, he was like 10 pounds
Holy
heavier.
Shit.
With the next
He
day when he
needs
weighed
it.
himself. He does.
He
need it.
needs
Does need
it.
What else we got
Insane.
here? If we what else we got here? If he dies, he can. If I die, you can post me.
If he
Okay,
dies, he
sweet.
dies. If he
Does it
dies,
have
he
to be
dies.
50-50? No, it doesn't have to be 50-50. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be any more impressive if I had like more than 2 people doing it though. Cause I saw a group of 5 guys do it.
But
Like-
even 4 people, that's a.
But I gotta find 4
quarter.
people. I gotta find 3 other people that want to do it.
Yeah, I still don't think I'm there for the quarter, dude.
You couldn't do 25?
I don't think so.
I feel like 25 would be easy.
I want to see you try this now. I think you're.
Here's the
talking
thing.
shit.
I will sit here. I will throw up on camera, live. I don't fucking care. I will sit here until the 100 is gone. I will
Okay.
die.
Respect.
I will die if I have to.
In that case, you could do it.
I think I can do it. I
think
won't
you
eat
should-
all 100 though. Like I just won't put myself through that. I need at least one other person there to fucking suffer with me.
Ty,
so-
quit eating a fucking
know, dude.
egg.
Quit
and
eating a
eat
fucking
these-
egg a
scarf
day.
These donuts down your throat for views, please.
Come on, bro.
We
It-
really want to see it.
Not the same, dude. Bread expands in your stomach. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. I just think I could do it. All right, Justin. What do you think Detox? And we got some people here in the live chat. What do you think we gotta
There you
do? What do you think Detox needs to do to become the next global podcast sensation? What do we got to do to skyrocket up the Apple Podcast charts?
I've
been
been
trying
it's
to-
about the clips.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about the clips. People like bite-sized little.
Well, we're gonna
fucking
be putting everything
clips.
on TikTok. We got a little TikTok page right now that I put some on there. Our melatonin one's on there.
Oh, nice.
Didn't do as crazy as it did on YouTube, but
No.
it's on there. But yeah, trying to get those over there because there's a lot of organic growth over there.
Right. Yeah.
I've been trying to think of like a fun segment to like Hot
A
Ones.
returning segment.
Like there's a thing that like people would come like. You would be no matter who it was, you'd be like
Yeah.
excited to see if you're a fan of that person. Like it's cool that they're on Detox, but you get to see them do that thing that they do when they come to Detox.
Well, have you seen the Howard Stern show?
I have. Not the,
Fantastic. Like
yeah.
he has returning little things.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kill Tony?
no.
So Kill Tony is a live podcast. Obviously, it's live. It's a podcast with Tony Hinchcliffe. You know him?
I think I know him. Who,
Okay,
what's
so-
he from?
He's a comedian.
Oh,
So he does it in the Comedy Store. So it's a little unique. He has comedians come up and talk for a minute. They do a minute segment, and try to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like critiques them and talks about their life afterwards. And he has a band on the show, and the band is there every episode, and they dress up as someone new every time, and they make like jokes themed about the characters that they're dressing up. And that's my favorite part of the podcast, seeing that recurring band, what costume they're gonna be dressed up as, and they're the funniest part of the show.
That's fair. Yeah, I think. Well, that's something that we used to have, like the couch and everything, and all the guys were over there, and I was working toward. Now I have the 4 microphones,
Yeah,
I can do that. I was working towards being able to have them with a 3rd camera and like have a big sign that said like the Peanut Gallery.
like Andrew Schultz, he has his little people he cuts to on his
Yeah,
podcast.
like it's good when you have, because you have rapport. Then it's like you got like, even if like let's say like a guest is like maybe not as enthused as you would hope they would be on an episode.
Right.
You've got the rapport of the friends
Yes.
that like save, maybe or can make that other person loosen up a little bit.
Yes.
Right? So I've thought about that too.
And like McKenna being here, she's just someone you can like look over.
She's mic'd up. She just doesn't like to use it. So
Oh, I didn't know.
she just doesn't like to use it. But
So I think just things are going on are cool.
because
Like,
like Hot Ones.
yes.
Hot Ones is great, fantastic. You
Yes.
go, you want to see.
Check that gram.
You're a fan of a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see. You're a fan of Hot Ones. You
Yeah.
want to see them on Hot Ones because you want to see how they handle that show.
Because they got the perfect format.
It's
bro.
great.
They,
Yeah, it's a great
right.
format. But if there's like something out of there that we could take, we gotta figure it out. So I'm just
I
trying
don't
to
think
figure
it's
it out.
anything in particular. I think it's a formula. Because I could tell you, just get 10 hot sauces and have them eat hot wings. But you can't do that because
No.
someone else already does
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's
So I
what I'm saying.
think-
We gotta figure out what that thing is.
You do have to figure it out, and I think you will.
Hopefully.
By doing the show more, you know?
Kyle Miller says, or what we got here? We got a couple things. Deborah says, Ty, dumbass, eat more food. Edith says, what's the time limit? There's not a time limit, at least not yet. I don't have one. I don't think it's gonna take me a long time. So I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be a podcast. I'm not just gonna be like throwing food in my mouth. Just watch me throw food in my mouth. Like I'll be eating, talking. We'll just be hanging out, kicking it, and it'll be like this challenge, this overarching challenge with like a donut counter, like how many have been eaten will be going on at the same time. So, and then we got what else we got in here? That's the closest you can get. What is that? Skydive. Kyle Miller says to skydive. Maybe, man. Maybe if we get to a certain subscriber goal, I'll do that.
Right.
For the subs. But I just don't want to, like, I feel like here's what'll happen. It'll be my luck. And now that I joked about it and everything, I'll jump out of the plane, just get sucked into the turbine or something.
Absolutely.
Fucking super, super, like, tragic death that I put all my family through now. And if, let's say I had
Tragic.
some fans at that point, like,
They'd be out of luck.
they'd be sad.
At least they have 97 episodes to look back
That's
over.
true. That's
So,
true.
like, that's wonderful.
Leave a legacy, right? That would be
Yes.
fair.
I think you'll find your thing by continuing to do this.
Yeah, I think you're right. We're
Straight
gonna
up.
keep it moving and keep it going. We'll just respond to these last couple. Tell everyone that you're the prophecy. I will. I'll keep that. Maybe that's, you gotta get some merch with that or something.
The prophecy.
McKenna sucks. I want to see a dance off. Okay, she wants a dance off. We do something like that. Deb, are you singing? Darren's got no choice but to die skydiving. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's it for me. Well, Justin, you have anything else to say to the good people of Detox? Anything you want to leave them with?
Love the moment.
Boom. There you go. That's beautiful. This beautiful, beautiful words from a beautiful man here.
Thank
Justin
you.
Kimberly on the 97th episode of the Detox Podcast.
This is always fun as fuck.
We gotta, if you don't get this your podcast off the ground here, we're gonna have to just start a second podcast. I'll just have to have a second podcast where we do something and we can co-host it. That
I
would be
still
kinda
think
fun.
about it. Right.
That would be a lot of fun.
Give me time.
We'll get it worked out. Maybe me, you, and your dad will be.
Absolutely. You still
podcast.
got 3 more years.
But damn. So we got some time to plan.
Plenty of time to plan,
Yeah.
baby.
God damn. All right. Well, I want to say thank you to everybody who watched live. Thank you to everyone who tunes in later in the week and watches this on YouTube or listens on Spotify. Also want to shout out quick our patrons. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you guys, there it should be on the screen right now. If you're interested in becoming a Patreon, post exclusive content over there of how I make my songs. as well as some other fun, some rants and other things like that. So if you're interested in that, all you got to do is go to patreon.com/DarrenRita. And also want to say thank you to Kenosha Auto Insurance for sponsoring this episode. And one last thing, it looks like Kyle Miller said banana beats plus mom's 100 donut challenge. Oh man, that would be wild. Well, thank you guys again. It's been fun. I love doing the show. Love getting to hang out with you guys. So I will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.